Yo, Sneak This Podcast. Don't know what episode it is. Ben Baller's a bitch. We out. Damn, Ben Baller, boy. You want to talk about the biggest losers on the planet. You can leave this in, by the way.
Oh, I'm not taking that out. I care less about this podcast at this point. I mean, I care about the podcast, but I got so much going on in my life that I'm like, I need time to just lay down.
Basketball fans, it's that time of the year again. The NBA is back. From opening tip-off to buzzer beaters, Bet Online has you covered with the best odds, biggest promotions, and live in-game betting on all your favorite teams. This season, every game matters. Bet Online has every stat, matchup breakdown, and live odds to bet on during the game. And it's not just the NBA. Bet Online has odds on everything from football, Major League Baseball playoffs, Dodgers lit, NHL, and political props. Although, I don't know if you could bet that in the United States of America.
What?
You can bet it out. You get, at least in the U.S. on U.S. politics, you can't bet on it. I don't think. But like if you're in Canada, you can bet on the U.S.
Bet on propositions passing?
Yeah, well, you might be able to bet on that too. But like president, senator, stuff like that.
What? That's always been a thing?
Yeah, like if you go to like London or Canada, you can bet on who's going to be the president here.
What?
But it's illegal here in the U.S. though.
The streets is wild.
Head to the website today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. Bet Online, the game starts here.
Please bet responsibly. All right.
Freddie Freeman!
Podcast mode.
Dodgers are lit.
I couldn't figure out what Dodgers had to wear, so I just went with the beanie. But
yeah, you're out of control, though, especially off
I
that
didn't
game.
want to wear the blue Dodgers hat with the jersey. Shout out to Black Sheep for the jersey. I mean, the jersey's fire. The collaboration with Adidas,
I think the ones with the collars are better, honestly.
Really?
I don't know how it.
It's my first one ever with a collar.
I don't know how it feels like on the field with it. It might feel weird, but for casual, they're better.
Yeah, like this joint fire, man. Go to Black Sheep, hit them up. I think they all sold out, but you can find them elsewhere. But hit up Black Sheep, find them. This jersey is fire. It's Adidas, got the multiple layers of blue on it, and I got my Bad Bunny black whites on with it. Nasty. Look at these, George. Nasty. Look at this when you put it next to the Black Sheep shirt.
Yes.
Look at that. Go and cop you one. Shout out to Black Sheep, man. Black Sheep is always taking care of me and George. They made sure we always got Jordan 1 Low SBs in all colorways. They made sure we got them. Shout out to them, man. Before they moved all their raffles to like local only, but I get it. But man, they used to hook us up, man, and we appreciate them, man. Black Sheep is a staple in the sneaker community. All right, so appreciate that very, very much. What is this? How you start this podcast? It's been a while, huh? Oh, yeah. Yo, Sneak This Podcast, episode 373. George, Greg, back in the building.
You got it.
Appreciate everybody. Like, subscribe, share this podcast.
Nebraska got the ball down 4. Ohio State.
Nebraska sucks.
They do, but Ohio State taking a second L might beat it.
Ohio State is goofy, dude. What's up with them?
Might
How does
get
Ohio State get so many good wide receivers? Like they must only look for wide receivers.
Yeah, their quarterbacks have been pretty lackluster. I mean, Fields and CJ are the only ones in the NFL, right?
Only ones in there right now, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like, yeah. Maybe another one in there, maybe someone.
I don't think
I
so.
doubt it. If there is another Ohio State quarterback in the NFL,
Troy Smith, maybe?
No.
Well, he was
a wide
for a
receiver
little
or
while.
something.
Nah, Troy Smith was a...
Yeah, he was a quarterback, but I'm saying he definitely got converted to something else.
I don't think so. I mean,
he was
he's not in
drafted
the
to the
league
Ravens.
anymore, but...
He got drafted to the Ravens a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he's out the league.
He won the Heisman, I think.
I
think so.
Did Terrell Pryor win the Heisman?
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't think Troy Smith won the Heisman.
I think he did.
Let's ask Siri. Hey, Siri.
Yes.
Did Troy Smith win the Heisman?
I'm going to look up Heisman winners by
I ain't
year.
be talking back no more, though. It says Troy Smith won the Heisman Trophy in 2006.
Yeah, he's lit.
Nasty with it.
Yeah, Troy Smith. The year after Reggie Bush.
I know we haven't done a podcast in a while, and cats have been asking me, and I appreciate everybody who's been texting me and asking me if everything good and checking up and whatnot. But Work has been crazy. My son's work schedule's crazy. You know, got family stuff kind of going on. Like, just a ton of stuff going on. And, you know, the podcast is something that, you know, we love to do. But, like, I'll be honest with you, it just does not rank high on my priority list, you know, at times, especially with my son playing soccer for his school. He's in the semifinals this week with his school, trying to get to the championship. And he's got his club team. And, you know, he's killing it in both. You know, he's the only sixth grader that starts on his school team. His school team is 6th, 7th, 8th, and he's the only starter from 6th grade on it. And that's over a couple 8th graders. Like, man, he's freaking killing it, man. His only issue is, you know, dealing with emotions, like I'm sure everybody, kids, dealing with these days and whatnot. But, you know, he's been kicking butt with his PSG. My God, like, I mean, I hope he's on his way to Kentucky, Auburn, Duke, somewhere. I need him, Notre Dame. I don't care. I would love for him to get a D1 scholarship somewhere. You know, and he's stretching out too. Pause. He's getting tall. So,
Buddy.
I mean, you know.
Buddy.
So, you know, that's it. You know, and like I said, we're doing a podcast right now. It's Saturday. This is the second time I think ever we did a podcast. No, third time ever doing the podcast on a weekend. We did one with Dion from Concepts. I did one with Skate on a Sunday, hungover. And then I think this one. I feel like this may be the third one we've done on the weekend before. So, I mean, I've done maybe some podcast episodes at home, but hopefully bring you an episode next week from the studio. Hopefully, maybe. If not, then I'll do one from at home and whatnot. But like I said, man, I appreciate you guys rocking with us. Appreciate you guys messages. I appreciate you guys still asking, like, fam, we get an episode. So, what are we doing? You want to say something about Ben Baller? No,
Man.
or not? Because
Nobody worry about that gig, bro.
okay. I wasn't, but I do want to let you first if you want to, because I really don't know what I want to say about him.
Fam, this man posted, look. This man posted on social media this morning something about don't miss his podcast. That joint got 7 likes. All right, but I'm not worried about him, buddy. He's a bit baller. He got yellow check mark or whatever. You out here worried about us and you got 7 likes. Worry about your own platform, bucko.
I don't know if anybody listens to his podcast. And I didn't even know Ben Baller had a podcast. So,
well, it's only been a couple episodes, so he probably shouldn't have.
Well, no. I thought that picture was his podcast. That's Got Soul's podcast. He has his own podcast called Cold as Ice or something.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. But it's only like...
You talking about when he was telling all them lies.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you talking about the first video that you saw where he was like sitting in the chair or whatever?
That was...
Yeah, that was somebody else's
That
show.
was someone else's. I didn't know he had his own podcast.
Yeah. Well, I just assume every celebrity these days has one.
You know... I'm sorry, were you done? I know, because I may go on quite the rant.
I mean, I don't know what needs to be said in terms like...
Look,
his entire goal in life is to seem important. Buddy, nobody knows who you are. Like, yes, you may have celebrity friends or whatever. He went on that rant and was like, wait, you guys can't wait for this show. We about to make fun of the Sneak This podcast. Buddy, first of all, we ain't from Phoenix. He talking about Phoenix ain't got no motion. Like, fam, you a couple years older than me. We born in the same fucking city. All right, I'm a Dodger fan. Like, what are you talking about? We know the same people. Skate and Shoe Hefner probably should slap you up. Get out of here. I'm not worried about no Ben Baller, bro. That's why I've only said one thing on social media. He said that nonsense about Phoenix don't got no motion. I said, LOL, buddy, we ain't from Phoenix. All right. Now, if you knew anything about the people you try to make fun of, you would know that I wear a Los Angeles Dodger hat in almost every single episode we record. Man, get out of here, you geek.
And here's the thing, and I'm gonna talk straight to the camera. Ain't that what podcast people do?
I have no idea. We don't record on. I look at whoever's on the show when I talk because we don't.
Which camera am I?
we don't do that like what is it? Zoom version of a podcast. We do it in person. So.
Let me tell you something about yourself, man. All right. I wasn't going to say nothing about this geek. All right. Now, when shout out to the homie sent a picture of his podcast and he named the episode after us. Now, that doesn't bother me. But then it just made me go, yo, what's up with this cat? Let me tell you something. Like, I may pay for the blue check this month on Twitter just to post a longer video about this geek. Let me explain something to you, Ben Baller. I know the type of person you are. First of all, George and I are from California, all right? Like, this all started from me calling you a dweeb on Twitter. I don't know what, I know the type of person you are. I do. You ain't a solid person. Pause. You not solid. You built of Legos. I know the type of person you are. He's the type of person that like goes home to his wife every day to let her know that 3 people recognize him.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, he's hey, babe, somebody recognized me at the like. You are a geek. Like, like you are he's the type of person that like will text all his contacts and ask him, do they have pictures of him? Like, can they send them to him? Like, that's the type of person.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had asked about that. He was like, somebody has said asking for a 40-year-old plus man to ask to say, do you got proof of
this cat is
oh,
50. He's about what, 54, 3?
51, I think.
You in your 50s talking about you about to roast somebody? Are you okay? Buddy, I know the type of person you are, all right? You the type of person that goes to therapy and doesn't need it. Like, you just want an audience. That's what type of person you are. Like, ain't nobody questioning Ben Baller's contribution to the community. Ain't nobody questioning Ben Baller as a celebrity or making money or whatever he does. Ben Baller is the type of person that makes money elsewhere, but if don't nobody know it and don't nobody care, he got to figure out how to pop out.
Yeah,
hey, look at me, guys. I'm at SneakerCon this week. Look at me. Like, what's up with you, bruh? Like, you the type of person that drive your kids to school and tell them stories about how back in the day you camped out for black cement threes. No one cares. You are a geek, all right? Like I said. And you know what? You know what it is? I know what it is. When we came to the studio, I said, George, all I did was call that man a dweeb, dude, and he been on a tour, about the Sneak This podcast. I know what it is. You listen to this. You must listen to this podcast. You like George and I. And when I called you a dweeb on Twitter, I knocked one of your Legos out of your body. I know what it is. It's that, what's that saying? Like, don't ever meet your heroes because they may disappoint you. Fam, we love you, honey. Is that what you want to hear? We love you, huh? We love you, Ben Baller. You 50 plus years old, I get it. But guess what? You know what? You can still be anything you want to be, huh? Is that what you want to hear? like, we all love you. The world loves you, Ben Baller. We love you, Ben Baller. Is that what you want? I've never heard somebody say, I. You know where this originally started, why I called him a dweeb?
I mean,
well, I know some people, but
yeah, I mean, he's on that the Kanye Trump Ray wave.
This started with me deciding to call him a dweeb on Twitter, not from that video, not from that post. I saw a video on him holding the Sean Witherspoons, and we talked to Skate. We know Ben Baller has contribution to that Sean Witherspoon.
Yeah, they filmed a video, and there was all them
we
people
know it,
building the shoe.
But he was like, oh yeah, I design, I. That's all he kept saying about it. Buddy, we get it. Like, move on. I know the type of person you are. Huh? We hurt your feelings. Your hero in podcasting hurt your feelings and knocked one of your Legos out, and you didn't know how to handle yourself. I know him. I know he comes home every day, babe, 2 people recognize me today. I know you. He's the type of person that goes to places and think that somebody should give him a discount. Like, I know him. I know you. You not solid. You not a solid cat. You built out of Legos. You the type of person that you get one of your Legos knocked out of you, you gotta figure out how to get a piece back quick. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Ben Baller makes money plenty of places. Let me get the Gatso real quick. Let me get the sneaker con real quick. Who goes into a place and talks about they got every single thing on this table? Then go home, buddy. Go home. Like, who walks around a place who has every single thing in there and just walks around and say, I got every single thing in here? Buddy, go home, huh? Go home. I know you. You're the type of person that looks through your own pictures and look at like your own birthday parties. Like, you look at yourself back when you was 22, like, man, look at me. Like, grow up. Huh? You're a weird person. You send text messages to like friends and tell them to send you pictures of you when you was younger. Like, that's the type of person he is. Like, get over yourself. Don't nobody care about no Ben Baller. Like, what are you talking about? You just a old peanut head cat just like the rest of us. We old and washed. You washed too. And here's the thing. He's the type of cat, you say he washed, bro, I make plenty of money. Ain't nobody talking about that, bro. You washed just like, fam, the cat was like, I bet you weren't on Nike Talk. We were all on Nike Talk, you geek. This geek has turned Nike Talk into a personality trait. I said Ben Baller. If I said Ben Baller, tell me about yourself. Yo, I was on Nike Talk. That's who he is, huh? Fam, I bought...
Well, the lie also gets bigger every single year. That's Pinocchio's nose growing. Like, he started out as a little liar. Now he's a big liar. Fam, and it's not just us. You go check your mentions on Twitter. Go look at what other people with large followings are saying on Twitter. They know you're a liar. When you're a known liar like that, that's why nobody cares about your podcast, buddy. You tweeted all that this morning about don't miss out. The only people that didn't miss out was 7 likes on Twitter. What are we doing here?
That's why I said he must listen to the podcast, and I knocked one of his Legos out of his body because everybody on Twitter is saying the exact same thing about you, but you on a marketing tour about us. And by the way, I don't give a shit. Huh? Like, we ain't done a podcast in 20 days. Huh? I don't give a shit. Huh? I'm trying to tell you, money, we love you. Huh? We love you, Ben Baller. You can be anything you want to be, even at 50-plus years old.
Honestly, I'm surprised it took him that long to say anything because I've been calling him a loser for at least 6 years, maybe longer.
We've been calling you a geek since episode 3.
I'm talking about on the show and on social media, though. The only thing to me, now, I'm not a jewelry person, so that kind of stuff is never going to impress me. I don't care what you've done in the jewelry world.
Good job, man. We love you.
The only thing that I've ever said, like, because I'm in cards, I said that the design that he did for Topps was a good design, but the design stopped after 2022 year. What happened? I mean, you clearly you made people angry at Fanatics or Topps or whatever, and they were like, nope, you ain't important enough. Pull your card, buddy.
This cat asked me to post pictures. And he want them joints like watermark. Like, what are you talking? This cat said that we must be cats that started collecting sneakers in 2000, like, or something like that.
I think you said later than that.
Like what? Later than 2000?
Damn, I'm 45 years old. I don't got time for that nonsense.
Fam.
Buddy, the first pair of Jordans I had was the original Jordan 3s when I was 8 years old.
We've been collecting sneakers since the 80s.
I was born in the 70s. Okay,
don't listen to this geek, fam. Let's just run with his thing. Let's say he said we started collecting in 2000. That's 25 years ago. When does the threshold of like somebody being an OG in sneakers? I've been buying sneakers since '86.
Why does it even matter?
What does it even matter? Like, that's what I'm saying. He tried to say, like, were y'all on Nike Talk? Were y'all? Yes, everybody was. But guess what? What are we, 35 years later? I don't talk about Nike Talk anymore. We've moved on. Guess what? I had East Bay magazines too, buddy. Guess what? I remember in the back of Slam, sneakers would be posted. Hey, George, you remember when Nike used to post that ad in Sports Illustrated with the phone number on it? That was crazy. Did you remember when commercials used to be like, do you want to be like Mike? Remember those Gatorade commercials? Were you there, George? What are you talking about, geek? We love you, Ben Baller. We love you. You're the greatest person of all time, all right? You're the greatest human being I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, you're in the top 5 all time. You're the greatest. Is that what you want to hear, Ben Baller? Like, you're a weird person. You're a dweeb. You're a geek. I wrote about papers like you in college. I studied social psychology with an emphasis on interrogation methods. I know weirdos like you. It's all about you all day. I know you come home and tell the missus every single day, yo, I was at the store walking and somebody said, yo, Ben Baller. I know that's you. The stories you got to tell your kids are about how you got Yeezy 2s. I know your stories to your kids. When I drive with my kids, I tell them stories about life. I tell them stories about what I want them to be. I know you. You sit there and tell them, like, let me tell you how I got Tiffany dunks. We get it. We get it. I. All right? Good Lord. Like, he should just call himself eyeballer. Like, yo, we're like, shut up. Like,
you know what's funny is I just did like a search on Google for ISS Soul Collectors Old Forum, and Complex Nerds in 2013 did a list of 30 most influential ISS members, Soul Collector Forums, which took over after Nike Talk. Ben Baller is not one of them. The 30 most. Now I'm not one of them either because I don't care. Because I don't care.
We're not one of them either.
But
right?
Complex Nerds in 2013 did 30 most influential members of the Soul Collector Forums, which used to be called In Style Shoes for people who don't know. And Ben Baller's not on the list. You would have thought, did he go after Complex too in 2013 for saying that? Challenging this gangster or whatever he wants to call it?
Bruh, like I said, you the type
Ain't nobody
of
got
cat,
time for you, buddy.
You the type of cat that goes to therapy and doesn't need it. You just love having an audience every week. I know you. I know the type of person you are. You built out of Legos. Once all the pieces together, you solid. Pause. But when somebody knock one out of you, you got to figure out and scramble how you could fill that void in your body. That Lego piece missing is a void. Yo, I'm over here chilling. I'm an OG. I got a lot of sneakers. I got a lot of clothes. I make a lot of money. I got a good following on social media. But nobody's telling me today. Let me go pop up at a Got Soul. Let me go to a sneaker con and let them know I was here. Guess what, guys? I went to Dunk Exchange. We get it. We get it, Ben Baller. We were there.
The point about going to something like that and saying you own everything there and looking at the camera and having a camera crew follow you is a good point, because I didn't even think about that. But like, yes, why are you there? Go home.
Go home.
It's literally a show for people to come buy. I mean, assuming that was like a trade show table where people were selling shoes, that's a good point. Whoa, who are you even there for?
If you can go to a table that got like Louis Vuitton, Yeezys and stuff at it, and you can go, I got all these, but go home. Go home, Ben Baller. We love you, man. We love you. We think you're the greatest person of all time, man. Like, you're the greatest person I've ever met. I've never met you, but you're the greatest person I've ever seen from afar in my entire life. Huh? You so cool, man. You're the coolest person I know, man. Man, hopefully one day you can come grace this podcast. That cat said, come to the podcast and we can talk. What we gonna talk about? I've never gotten an invitation from somebody. That's how you know he reaching for content on his podcast as well. You 30 episodes in and you already got a sneak this roasting episode? Fam, I'm not even gonna go in there and listen to not so many, actually 4 people. Actually, it's only been like 4 people. Now, a lot of people saw your story that you posted and messaged me, but only 4 people have actually listened to the podcast. One of them is Rico, and that's just because Rico wanted to do it. They said it's so cringe and that it's so embarrassing, and they said that you really feel like you did something, like you really feel like you laid the smackdown on us. Pause. You're not a solid cat, huh? Look, I'm going to give you your Lego piece back. Here's your Lego piece back. You're the coolest person I've ever seen in my entire life. Though. I want to be Ben Baller so bad. No? You're the coolest thing ever. I love you so much, Ben Baller. When I grow up, when I go from, 41? When I go from 41 to 51, I want to be just like you, Ben Baller. Like, enough. You geek. Enough for your embarrassment. You don't bother me. I don't care. I set my notifications. I will still send you your daily reminder on Twitter that you're a dork. You will get it every single day. You're a dweeb, you're a dork, you're a nerd. I don't care if you know people that we know. I don't care if they like you a lot. I don't care if they like you more than they like us. I don't care. You're a dork, you're a nerd, you're a weird person. Dude, I promise you, Ben Baller, you can be anything you want to be. No? You can. No? I promise you.
I'm curious if like his ultimate goal was to get us to watch it. I mean, I got some bad news for him. All of our listeners already know, fam, I don't even listen to my own podcast. I'm not listening to your podcast, buddy. Like, I can care less.
I don't go back and listen to anything that somebody talks bad about us. People tell us that, I go, buddy, I moved on. Dude. I've already done the podcast beef. This is episode 373. Buddy, I have beefed with everybody. There is not one. Yo, rest in peace, DJ Clark Kent as well. Dude. Okay? Do you know?
Fam, don't. You gonna make me get disrespectful if you
don't do that.
Don't bring him up. Don't even bring it up.
Don't do that.
Don't bring it up.
Hold on.
I'm about to say it.
Don't say nothing.
I'm about to say it.
No, don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
I'm about to say it.
Don't do it. No, hold it in. Nope.
I'm about to say it.
Nope. Because you told me not to say something before. I'm telling you not to say something.
Bring it up.
No, I'm saying this.
Damn, you better put up. Never mind. I'm
not Ben Baller.
Not even gonna say it.
But I literally.
That would have been bad karma.
I literally got triple digits people letting me know that DJ Clark Kent passed. I got about 4 people to let me know about you, okay? Me and Clark Kent always go at it on social media. Well, on social media, he's come on the called in on the podcast. It was quite the weird podcast. He didn't like us. We did not like him, but he just really wasn't feeling us.
For yourself.
You know, and
that's another. Yeah, listen, I'm not gonna say what I said earlier, but that's just another self promoter. Them casts is basically the same. Only difference is Clark Kent was bigger because he used to do the same thing with like popping tags and wearing a new pair of shoes every day. But no one cares, buddy. Does anyone even see you? That's all. That's as far as I'm gonna go because I had a lot to say.
We being nice today. Honestly, we being nice today to tell you the truth. Like I said, I haven't addressed anybody in years that said anything about
condolences to the man's family. I'll say that much.
But hold on, the legend. Let's not get crazy.
Condolences to the man's family.
The legend. Okay.
I'm not saying nothing other than that because I'm gonna get disrespectful. Okay. Condolences to the man's family.
I mean, DJ,
because those are the ones.
I've never told.
Those are the ones
who
matter, anyways. His wife, and kids.
I've never told anybody this. You know, he's DM'd me before, and you know, it was kind of a funny DM, and it was kind of like I don't know what it was, but me and him had got into it on Instagram back and forth, and somebody else posted. I don't know who it was. This is Clark Kent, and he DM'd me and he said, you know, I know the type of cat you are. I mean, he didn't say cat, but he said, I know the type of cat you are. He was like, you're the type of cat that's like your friend on Monday, then Tuesday I want to beat the shit out of you. And I go, yeah, you're probably right. And that was it. He didn't say nothing back, and I didn't say nothing back. That was it. And I said, you're probably right, LOL. And that was it. And that was a long time ago. I don't know who posted it was. So, look, back to Ben Ballhead, whatever his name, whatever. Ben Baller. I'm not even going to do disrespect like I don't know who you are. We love you, Ben Baller. All right, you're the greatest person of all time. You invented Yeezy. You found Kanye. You designed the Jordan 1. You saw Gibson run the mound, the plates after the home. You saw Magic.
Oh, that was another funny one.
You were at Magic's press conference when he told us he had HIV. Like when we get it. You're the greatest person from California I've ever seen in my entire life. You are LA, huh? We love you so much. We wear LA Dodger hats on this podcast because of you, not the Dodgers, but because of you. You're the greatest human of all time, Ben Baller. All right,
Damn.
Is that what you want to hear? You can rest easy now. You can go home. You can go home now, though. You can go home, though. I don't mean heaven. I don't mean hell. You can just go home, though. Go back to the house, sit on the couch, put on the Dodgers game, and eat you some popcorn, whatever. I don't know, whatever you eat. You good. We love you so much. You know this podcast supports you, though. You're the greatest human of all time, man. That's all I'm saying. Man.
That screenshot that I sent you was, I mean, we already knew what type of person he was, but the one where he was like responded to that one Dodger fan I told you, and she said something about Dodgers are going to the World Series against the Yankees, and he was like, just so you know, I was at the World Series in 1978. Like, fam, I'm not saying it's impossible for someone to take their 5-year-old kid to a World Series game. Not impossible. Likely, probably not. Even if it was true, who cares? Why did someone care that you went to the Yankees-Dodgers World Series when you were 5 years old? You probably peed on yourself at the game. Well, you have zero memories of that game if you're 5. The only thing you wanted to do probably was like, what do 5-year-olds do?
Can I have a popsicle?
Yeah, like ice cream with from a batting helmet. Like, what are you talking about? Nobody cares, buddy.
Buddy, I was at a
I went to the World Series in 1978 when I was 5 years old. I can't even imagine saying that. I've been to sporting things in 92 and 89 and stuff in California with my dad, but I'm not responding to someone else's post to let them know what and he wasn't
about?
even added in the tweet either. It was like somebody just saying
they weren't talking to him.
Dodgers Yankees World Series, yay, and he replied, "Did you know I was at the 78 World Series?"
No, really, Ben Baller? Tell me more.
When he was 5 years old.
Whoa, did you happen to go to a Dodgers game in 79? What are you talking about?
God.
Like, are you okay?
I forgot about that at first.
Tell that story to your kids. Like, tell that to your kids.
Yeah, that's actually the audience for that.
That's the audience for that. Yo, let me tell you about the first time I went to my first World Series. That's the audience for that.
When you take them to a game.
When you take them to a game. Yo, I'm able to take you guys to this because I was able to go to this. Never mind. Ben Baller, we love you. That's all I got, man. That's all I got for you. You're the greatest human of all time. I'm pretty sure you're revered everywhere. They throw roses and gold bars wherever you walk. Like, whatever, bro.
Gold
all
bars,
you're
crazy.
You're a nerd, all right? You're a geek, you're a nerd, you're a dork, you're a dweeb. I'm using all the OG words. Since you're an OG, I'm using all the OG clowns. You're a nerd, geek, dweeb.
And guess what?
Doofus, goofy. I'm using all the OG words for you since you was on Nike Talk.
And guess what?
What are you talking? Who cares?
The world knows it.
Nike Talk. Fam, you know how many sneakers I bought off of Nike Talk? I lived in Nike Talk. Now, was I on there talking to people and interacting?
Oh, yeah,
no.
posting in the forums and stuff?
I was talking. I'm not there posting. Yo, y'all got Griffies? Yeah. I copped Griffies. I think I may have copped my very first pair of SB Dunks out of Nike Talk. They're my very first pair of OG High Sin Helps. What are you talking about? I bought so many, fam. I've been scammed so many times on Nike Talk. It's not even funny. Huh? This is back when like I would send money orders to cats, trusting them to hope they send me sneakers and stuff like. Shut up, Ben Baller. Shut up. You got any pickups, George? Let's move on. You got any pickups? pickups. I don't go home now.
Zero.
I spend that much time on him. I know this geek is gonna be like, yeah, look at him emotional. Fam, you're a nerd. I'm not emotional. I'm annoyed. It's a Saturday. I'm here to podcast, and it's a nerd like you calling your episode Sneak This on Summer Jam. Fam, nobody even knows what Sneak This on a Summer Jam screen means. We get it. You're an OG. We get it. We get it. We know. Me and George know what Summer Jam is in New York. We get it. Nobody else does. We get it. You're the greatest human of all time. No, I want to be just like you in 10 years. When I go from 41 to 51, you're the greatest of all time. I know that's what you want to hear. And every single day, I set my alarm on my cell phone to remind me, since PJ Tucker ain't doing nothing in the league no more, and I ain't got to post PJ Tucker stats, I set my alarm to say, remind Ben Baller he's a nerd every single day. You're going to have to report me for bullying, or you're going to have to block me to stop it, all right? And I may carry it through 2025, you geek. What are you talking about? Who's this geek talking about? God. Man, I almost celebrated like an LSU athlete. I almost point the trigger at the screen. I almost pointed my guns at the screen. No, I'm a college youth. No. Anyway, you got any pickups this week? No, we got no pickups, George. I mean, asking about pickups, huh? We haven't been here in a minute. We had a big box come in, but who cares?
Yeah, apparently the only ones are whatever is out there in that box, in a kid's shoe, and then a shoe for Hannah, I think, unless you sold that one on accident.
Buddy, I don't know. I got a Vomero in the car. I got 2 Devin Bookers in the car, and I got a Adi Foam in the car. I don't know who's. Well, I know the Kid Booker is yours.
Well, the Adi Foam's not mine. Yeah, the Kid Booker, you said you ordered for somebody, but
I ordered it for Cortez, but now he's like an 8.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So I got the Kid Booker.
Macklin will wear it.
I should have brought it to your birthday party. Oh yeah, shout out to George. Had a birthday party. I think
that was crazy. Shout out Hannah, not shout out me.
Shout out Hannah. Yeah,
I had no idea any of that was happening. By the way, anyone who came, I haven't even opened any of the gifts yet, which is why you haven't heard from me. I'll send thank you cards out. I appreciate it. Thank you. I haven't opened a single present up.
Them ballers was a loser, you know. We're old. George just turned 45. I'm about to turn 42. Geek talking about Nike talk. Man, shut up. Man. Like, we out here living life. And I'm not saying he ain't living life. He living a great life. Like, just whatever.
I just don't. What does he care, or does he think other people care? Like, that's my thing.
I can't tell. I can't tell if he thinks somebody else is like,
yeah, like. Like, do other people care that you was on whatever, and you talking to other people like prove you was on that website? Is there someone watching like this, waiting like, oh my God, are they going to prove they were on there or not?
He posted on picture.
Are they going to show the proof?
He posted on Twitter Air Force Ones from back in the day that got like the date from the camera. You could program the camera. Yeah. Are you okay, buddy? Even if you lied,
somebody said all those pictures were photoshopped. Now, I don't know who said that, but
fam, I don't even care. He don't even got to show me proof. If he told me, I believe you.
Well, of course,
buddy.
That's geek stuff.
I believe you. If you told me you're a Nike talk, I believe you. If I told you, why wouldn't you believe me? That was 35 years ago.
Who cares?
When we first got the computer, that was never mind.
Well, he'll probably next say that he designed the motherboard and he designed the internet.
He'll probably say he contacted the server runners and they didn't see my user screen. He would ask me what's my username on it. That's what he's gonna ask me. I'll tell you. You know my username on Nike Talk was? It was HOE411. It was Ho411 because I thought I had all the information on hoes. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what it was. What it was.
You weren't in the top 30.
I didn't make it.
Ho411 did not make the top 30.
I'm sorry. I could tell you literally probably every single thing I bought off Nike Talk. We didn't make it, George. I wasn't on it. Was Rico Andy on it? Was any of us?
I have no idea.
Oh, dang it, Ben Baller, you got me. You got us. We weren't in the top 30. You nerd. What we get? A bunch of Nerf KD4s. We got
yeah.
KD4.
I don't even know what came because the stuff in the box never made it to me. It went directly into someone else's hands. If you catch my drift,
God. I don't even know what else. That's it. Oh, some New Balances that like are an absolute disgrace. Like, I got some warped New Balances. They're so ugly. I'm embarrassed to wear them to the gym, so I don't. That's how ugly.
What model is it?
They're called warped. WRPD. In the pictures, you'll go like, oh, these look interesting. They're so ugly, I won't even wear them to the gym. I wear Bo Jacksons to the gym. That's all I wear.
Oh, you're out of control.
And no, but I be in there lifting them weights. I be
Man, you ain't gotta wear no heavy trainer to lift weights.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. I be in there doing NMDs, doing squats.
No,
What are you
hold
talking
on.
about?
Let me tell you something. You can do that in NMDs. They flat sole and the boost don't even work in NMDs, so it don't matter.
It works for the bottom. Okay, it doesn't.
Now, if you do
it doesn't work.
Ultra boost, you ain't doing nothing.
It doesn't work. All right.
I'm telling you,
it doesn't work like Ultra Boost works. It works for the bottom of your foot though.
And if we did our rankings, and we'll probably end up doing this again because we got nothing else to talk about in this stupid podcast. If we re-ranked our top 50 sneakers all time again, I would have Bo Jacksons in the top 5, top 10. And let me tell you why. The purpose of the Bo Jacksons and stuff like that, we knew the purpose of them. They're like all trainers. You can do everything in it. Fam, I lift weights. I run the treadmill. I go play basketball. I do every single thing in those Bo Jacksons, and I do it at not at top tier level because I'm old now.
You're
but
out
but hold on. To be able to put on one sneaker at the gym and not switch is insane. And I never utilize any of my trainers that way.
Fam, just go ride the bike and lift and go home. What's wrong with you?
Fam, I've been getting it
or
now,
swim or whatever.
Fam,
you still can do high intensity.
Those too, huh?
All right, you still can do high intensity.
Fam, I don't do the bike no more. It hurt my booty too much. It do.
You're out of control.
I bought some special shorts just to wear to ride on the bike. Still hurts too much. I get to the end at the gym now, though. I don't play like that. Let me tell you something. You go to the gym on a regular basis, get you some Bo Jacksons, Air Trainer ones, any of them.
You know how big a size 12 Bo Jackson is? They're bigger than this room, okay?
They're like 6 feet tall. Hey, what are you talking about?
It don't matter.
You're a big dude. They don't look big on you.
Yes, they do.
All right.
Bigger than this entire room we're in.
Bruh, trust me.
Bo Jackson size 12.
Bruh,
you don't stop.
Get over it. Stop being self-conscious about Bo Jackson.
It's not self-conscious. You freak. The shoe is bigger than me.
If you think you can put on a size 12 and somebody goes, those look big on him, you're insane, all right? Nobody will look at you and go, that size 12
I'm not
is
worried about, fam, I'm 100 years old. I'm not worried about what some other person's going to say. Them shoes, you do this all the time. You put it on, look in the mirror, whatever, you're like, that looks weird. Same thing.
They don't. I'm telling you it.
No, they do.
Put on a Bo Jackson. I see cats at the gym with their backpacks because they put on a basketball shoe, then they got to switch to their running shoe, then they got to switch to their weightlifting shoe, then they got to switch back to their run. I ain't doing all that.
You ain't got to do all that at the gym, buddy.
One Bo Jackson. Hold on.
Ride
don't
the bike.
What activities
ride the bike, lift, go home.
I go to the gym. I do treadmill 30 minutes. Then I'll go shoot for treadmill 30 minutes. I do jump rope for about 10 minutes. Then I go do like planks and all that nonsense now. I've been learning how to do stuff at the gym.
Yeah, you're out of control.
Then I go lift some weights, legs or upper body, whatever. And then I may cool down with a treadmill for about 20 minutes. And then I go home. And that's what I do. Bo Jackson's, one sneaker only.
Yeah, you're out of control.
Now, you could do that with Dion. You could do that with Bo Jackson. You could do that with Darrell Revis. You could do that with Saquon Barkley's. You could do that with Victor Cruz. All terrain, all court, all everything.
You're out of control.
Ankle support, the flat sole on the bottom, and they got air. Stop, man. Come on, man. We outside, huh? But, I wasn't on Nike Talk, so maybe I'm wrong. What else we got? That was it?
I don't know.
That was it. What come out this week, dude? You remember how to do releases?
Nope.
Well, releases came out this morning, though.
Yeah. Women's Jordan 4 Pink came out this morning.
So I set my alarm, actually, because I wanted to buy those for cruising.
Oh, did these sell out? Dunk Low, Los Angeles.
Oh, that came out already?
It says it came out today.
What's the price on GOAT?
In my size, $193.
God.
So is that a yes? Does that mean they sold out then?
I don't know, but $193, man.
Oh, you know what? I haven't worn in forever. Well, that's not the right one. I haven't worn not Oreo cookies. What are they called? Pandas. I haven't worn pandas in forever.
Panda Dunks.
I forgot I owned them.
I wore Panda Dunks to work the other day. I felt like a thought.
I mean,
I seen all the girls at work wear Panda Dunks. I'm not trying to walk down the hallway by another girl and we got on pandas. And I'm not to say that pandas are for girls, but I'm just saying that like odds are you're gonna run into a woman wearing pandas before you run into another man. So I can't wear my pandas anymore. Though. I was trying to find the pair that I wear.
I mean, you can wear them in like probably a year. They'll be out. They'll be out of style.
I was trying to find my wear pair, and I ran into like 3 more DS pairs in the closet.
I believe it.
But they're all women's 11s. So I guess I must have ordered 11s for women's. Yes, I need a 9.5. This is when like you couldn't find them in men's, but sometimes you could get them in women's size.
Oh, I thought you were talking about from boxhandler.com.
Yeah, a couple of them can.
Why would you order a women's size from him?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think at that moment, that's all he
no,
got.
I think it's a unisex. I think that's what it is. And you reading the box wrong.
No,
Ain't no way you ordered women's, buddy.
They're all 11s. I swear to God.
Because when I used to order them for Hannah, they didn't even ever show up. He said Nike canceled them.
Maybe it's Hannah's.
Am I allowed to say this? No, because it's an 11. She needs a women's 9.5.
Oh, okay.
No, my point is when I used to order stuff for her, it would get canceled, and he would be like, Nike is more strict on the women's orders than on the men's orders, and that never makes sense to me.
Ben Baller said that he's banned from all Nike stores. So.
Fam, listen, he's a notorious liar. So when that stuff happened that other day, all I did was went to Twitter and just searched his name in. You want to talk about every single, it was like the comments to like people believe him to don't believe him was 1 to 10. I'm not even joking. It was like one person would be on his side. The next 10 replies on Twitter or tweets or whatever would be like, oh, he's a known liar. I'm not even joking. Like that's his reputation.
Like if he walked in a Nike, they're going to use facial recognition and tell him to get out. Nobody knows you. Nobody cares.
He would go up to the employees and tell them though. He'd be like,
he probably wears like a Pooh Shiesty in Nike or something, or a ski mask. They just so they don't know. Like, he wore a Pooh Shiesty mask in there just so like, I had to wear this so they don't recognize me.
Don't you know who I am? Dunk Low Los Angeles, which I didn't. I need to find out if it's
we're gonna have to
available or sold out.
If that's okay with you, Ben Baller, we're gonna have to copy the Los Angeles one.
Apparently, Bad Bunny has a messy cleat and it's a pack. I'm assuming you knew that.
I would have loved to buy those for Cortez, but I ain't paying $400, bruh. Like
that was retail.
Yeah, because these are like, they got the levels of cleats or whatnot.
Yeah.
Right now, I buy Cortez a level at like the 180 price range, maybe 200. I ain't getting up there to the Adidas ones though. Them Adidas ones, when you order them joints come in like a suitcase and stuff, like with a lock and key on it and stuff. Like they put everything into them soccer cleats. Okay. Adidas got the best soccer cleats by far.
The tech between that and the other thing is not far enough for it to be that.
That's the thing. It's the iridescent colors. It's a lot of things that go into that make it look visually better and cooler. But the tech between the two ain't the difference. I don't think there's any tech in Adidas because they don't put boost in the soccer cleats. So what's the tech?
No, they're.
You know what I mean.
You have to justify the difference because it's always been like that. Nike football cleats versus like pro level versus not pro level. There's some difference. Unscrewable spikes and whatever else. But nothing justifies that price difference.
Now, if they can prove it's gonna make Cortez kick harder, then okay. You can't prove that. I got.
You don't need to kick harder. He needs to kick accurately.
Well, the problem is his accuracy used to be just on stupid point, but he's having a hard time getting used to playing 11 on 11. He went from 9 to 9 now to 11 on 11, and he's like the field is so freaking big. So he plays wing. So when he's running up the side, he's too busy hugging the side, and I'm like, buddy, you're gonna have to get in. You're gonna have to find them gaps. So he's taking shots from farther, and they're like going way over the goal or like behind the goal. Like he's taking weird angles. I'm like, buddy, find the angle, find the gap. I was like, if lately he feels like I said, he's been killing it the last few weeks, but like his instincts are off. It's like he can see how big the field is and he can see the space that he goes, but he's like, shoot, I don't want to leave this side. And I'm like, buddy, you got to get to the spot you think just in case the ball may get there. And if it doesn't, then you got to bust your butt back and drop on defense. Like, but you got to crash. Like, I don't know.
Whoa, wait, the coach is telling him not to go to the middle of the field?
Yeah, from the wings. Yes and no. Like, they're like, yo, Cortez, like, get back. Well, here's Cortez's problem. They know how Cortez play. He's not going to play zero defense. So if Cortez leaves that area, they know he's not going to bust his butt back to get back to the spot. So they say, hey, Cortez, just kind of chill back here a little bit. Because they know that if he crashes in to take shots and he misses the shot or he doesn't get the ball or they take it, he ain't chasing nobody. He'll just stay right where he is and all this side of the field will be open. So they say, Cortez, back to the side, side to side. But at the same time, I told him, like, buddy, you have the instincts. You can do what you want. Just bust your butt back to your spot. He's like, oh, now I suck. Never mind. It's hard to have those conversations with him, like Cortez. I told him, I said, buddy, you're so used to scoring multiple goals a game at 9-on-9 that you can't seem to handle that, like, hey, the game today you guys won, it was 1-0. Yes, you missed 3 shots today, but there's pros who don't get to take 3 shots in a season. Like, as long as you keep shooting, it's going to come. Like,
I mean, winning 1-0 is not bad. It's still winning.
Yeah, that's the winning part of it. No? But at the same time, he's like, yeah, but I didn't do it like what I was supposed
It
to.
sounds like he needs to play basketball, though, where it's a lot of points being scored.
No, because he don't like the hustle. He don't like the hustle.
Soccer is the wrong sport to not hustle, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, he loves the hustle when he has the ball. He ain't got the ball.
That's the same thing in basketball. It is.
Yeah, but it's way more obvious.
James Harden
basketball.
early in his career, he played one half of the court.
Yeah.
There was videos literally of him standing under the basket like that, his man sprinting out to shoot a corner three, and he like this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, so Bad Bunny is a pack with a gazelle. Antisocial, Social Club, Bapesta.
Oh, I seen Skate post a picture of that. Whatever, man. I mean, I know we're going to talk about Union and them in a little bit.
Oh, I guess it's a pack, Antisocial. There's a runner and a...
Oh, okay, I guess that's not the same then.
Bapesta.
Never mind. Bape's a brand, so it's not like a collaboration. Okay. It's a collaboration, but it's not like the collaboration I'm thinking of. It's not like a Nike times Bape times Antisocial. It's a Bape times Antisocial.
Kyrie Irving won Speed Tribe.
No thanks.
Don't know what that means.
Look, Kyrie, we get it, no? You believe in what you believe in, but every sneaker don't gotta look like Africa no? Or dashiki or Black Panther. No? Every sneaker he got looks like it's coming from the reservation. No? We get it. No, we get it. I'm not buying no tribal basketball sneakers. No,
but he doesn't mean African tribe, does he? It doesn't he mean
I don't know.
American Indian tribe?
I don't know.
I thought he was Indian or something. Not I mean, obviously he's black, but like yes, Native American.
Well, one sneaker is like, Black Panther looking, one sneaker is dashiki, one sneaker is Native American, one sneaker is, Chinese. I don't know, buddy. We get it. You're a man of the people and the earth. All right. Good Lord.
He needs to make a...
I mean, can you make a Mavericks colorway? You play for the Mavs. You got a blue one? You got a blue, white, and green? You got a home?
A flat earth colorway.
Like you got a home and away colorway? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a flat earth one coming. Like, you got a home and away.
The shoe is just flat.
You got a home, away, and alternate? That's all we need right now.
This is about 3 years too late, but Jamal Murray has a New Balance PE now, apparently.
Yeah, he's with New Balance, but...
He's not good anymore. I mean, I even see Denver Nugget fans online tweeting like the team's window is closed because Jamal Murray is not good anymore.
He didn't do nothing in the Olympics, but like the first game of the season, he had about like 20, maybe 13. Like I don't know if I think that Jamal Murray overachieves in a lot of games, and it makes you think that he's better than he is. And then when he's like playing like how Jamal Murray we expect, then it's like, fam, I just saw you score 37 the other night. Like, what's up with you? And it's like, buddy, Jamal Murray's a 21, maybe a 18 to 21 guy. What are you talking about? Like, good player. Like, to me, a good point guard, a good player. Hey, also, point guards getting as hurt as they much now today. I don't get it. That's the NBA is so whack now. Point guards are doing way more than they used to have to do, which is why they're getting hurt so much.
Meaning what? Because Allen Iverson used to be all over the court.
Hold on. That's a little bit different now. Allen Iverson was something he was in a small body. He had no choice, all right? Like, Allen Iverson was a bona fide scorer. He was a shooting guard.
I'm going to need you to explain what you mean.
Okay. When your point guard is now your star, like, he needs to get 30, your point guard's doing way too much, then. A point guard, hold on. A point guard to me, a solid point guard, because there's no NBA player and no point guard that won't have Rajon Rondo as a top tier point guard. And Rajon Rondo is anywhere from 9 to 11 points a game. But his steals, his assists, his basketball IQ is at an all-time high. That's a point guard. I don't need my point guard to we lost today because De'Aaron Fox didn't get 37, didn't get 35. That's what happens with teams like that. The Kings will lose.
Sometimes the best player is the point guard. That's just how it works.
And I get it, but there's too many teams like that in the NBA where your best player is the point guard. To me. Yeah. And you know who ruined that? I'm not saying ruined it. It started with Derrick Rose.
Basketball in general
my favorite of all time.
Basketball in general has always been like you need a dominant wing to win.
Facts.
I mean,
that's the point.
That's fine.
All our point guards are
the point guard can't be good.
No, I'm not saying they can't be good. They can't be the sole reason or a major reason why you lost. Now, if your point guard keeps getting turnovers and you losing, that's a big difference. But it's like, fam, you only had 12 points tonight. You had 8 assists and 3 steals and 2. That's all I should need for my team to win.
Yeah, if you got Michael Jordan, but everybody don't got Michael Jordan.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. Too many of teams' best players are point guards. Most of the point guards today are wings at heart.
Well, okay, so what's Steph Curry then? Because that team don't got no problem winning. He's the best player.
Yeah, but they also had a Clay.
Okay.
So when you got, if your point guard's that good and you got a Clay and stuff like that, then it counterbalances. Like it counterbalances like that. To me.
You making stuff up.
How am I making stuff up? That makes plenty of sense.
You making stuff up.
Let me tell you something. The Sacramento Kings should be a top-tier team this year. They weren't last year. You got DeMar DeRozan. You got Sabonis. You got Monk. You got other point guard man. I can't think of his name. Young Cat. Really good players.
I think people assume too much when a team has a good year, they're going to keep ascending. It just doesn't always work like that.
Like, I've seen some people, and this is wrong, I've seen some people say the reason why the Chicago Bulls during this like last 3 to 5 years haven't been able to elevate to be even any better than they have been.
Terribly constructed.
Well, it is, but they blame like, oh, we don't have a solid point guard. I've seen
That's what they've said about the Suns. I mean,
Suns too. But here's the thing: now that they got Tyus Jones, the Suns should be dramatically better.
Yeah, but the point guard wasn't the Bulls' issue. The Bulls had a bunch of guys who wanted to just shoot it. I mean, I'm sure DeRozan played defense, but we know Zach LaVine ain't playing no defense.
But
they just had a bunch of guys who wanted to shoot and not do anything else.
Yeah, but that's it.
But that's not the Suns.
No.
You've seen Devin Booker play defense
No.
in the Olympics. Devin Booker might be the best wing defender in the NBA. I went overboard with that statement, but he might be.
Now,
I went overboard. He might be.
We saw Devin Booker do something in the Olympics that we haven't seen in the last 10 years. There's a difference there. Just because now we see that he can do it, well, is he going to do it now? I don't know. Just like you said about the Bulls.
He can, though.
You said the Bulls have people that just want to shoot because that's cool. That's their job. But the point guard is the one that makes that team work. I can get it to my shooters.
No. My point is you don't need DeRozan and LaVine on a roster. That's not going to work. You need one of those guys, and then you need role players around them. Point guard's not the issue. That team is poorly constructed.
I don't know, man.
Yes.
DeMar DeRozan doesn't demand the ball as much as like a Zach LaVine.
Yes, he does. DeMar DeRozan shoots 25 times a game, just like every other superstar. Now, it's obviously an exaggeration, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but he
shoots 17, 18, 19 times a game.
Yeah, but he doesn't make a lot of his shots.
I'm just saying, that's what high-volume scorers do, is they shoot. That's not the problem.
All right.
The reason why aside from Michael Jordan being the greatest player ever to play the game, the reason the Bulls worked is because Scottie Pippen was willing to do all the dirty work.
Yes.
That's why. But he also was a scorer. But if Zach LaVine or whoever is not willing to do bad example because there may be 10 players all time better than Scottie Pippen at the game of basketball, like skill, talent, whatever. Oh. No, I'm just saying
okay, fine.
Better at playing the game of basketball. Not I don't know how to explain really what I'm saying. Like
not more important.
Like if you were building a team, you probably would take Kobe over Scottie Pippen. But what I'm saying is Scottie Pippen is probably more important to winning for a team that already has a superstar. I don't know how to word exactly what I'm saying, but like those teams that think they need, like Clay was also playing defense on the other team's best player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's why a lot of that stuff worked out. It's not Tyus Jones is perfect for the Suns because they don't need someone in that spot to score.
100%.
That was their problem.
Yes.
But what you're saying is two different things, though. That's not the same thing as what I said. You're saying teams that have Dame Lillard can be on a winning team because we've seen Steph Curry do it.
No, Dame Lillard can't.
Yes, he can.
No, because Dame Lillard hasn't had the support that Steph Curry has. You can.
He has Giannis.
Oh, hold on. No.
Giannis was hurt last playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is second year with that, so that doesn't count. I'm thinking of Dame Lillard Blazers. That's what I'm thinking.
Rosters were terrible. I mean, and they didn't want to spend any money.
Well, hold on now.
You can't just make a good team out of thin air.
Hold on now. Now, they had injuries during this run, but they had LaMarcus Aldridge, who's a very good
Don't do that.
No, you don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, George.
The Trailblazers were never good enough to win anything, and it was not Dame's fault.
The teams that they had, and they got hurt, never mind. It don't matter. But I'm not saying it's Dame's fault. The problem is that Dame needed 30 in order to ascend that team to where they are. That shouldn't be how it is.
Yeah, but that's not the reason why the point guard needing to do whatever is not the reason. It's because they don't have guys in other spots good enough to help him.
See, Steph Curry can do what he does because, like, he can also give the ball to him and he can do something with it. He can give the ball to Wiggins. He could do something with it.
Yeah,
He
but
can
they
give the
also
ball
got
to KD, he
they
can
also
do
got
something with it.
Draymond, who's one of the best players of all time.
Who's gonna do what
Best
Scottie
defensive players
Pippen?
of all
Who's
time.
gonna do what Scottie Pippen does? All the dirty work and things that nobody else
Yeah.
gonna do. That's why a Steph Curry is different than a Dame Lillard.
No, the roster just built better. If you swap Dame and Curry on that team, they're probably still going to win I was going to say national championship. They're probably still going to win the
100%.
championship. So that's what I'm saying. It's not a point guard scoring's fault.
If you put Curry on the Blazers, they're not even.
Well, Curry's a better player than Dame is overall. So yes, yes he is. Don't do that.
Basketball player?
Steph Curry is a top 5 player of all time.
I agree.
Don't do that.
I agree.
Yes. So you put Steph on the Blazers, they're going to be better because Steph is better.
That is the same example you gave about Scottie Pippen being not a top 10.
No, I'm just comparing two players to each other. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
Steph's a better player than Lillard is.
A better basketball player?
Yes. Yes.
I know who I'd rather have.
No, fam.
To win.
One guy is a top 5 player of all time. One guy is not. I mean, Steph is a top 5 NBA player of all time.
Okay, I agree, but I would rather have to build my team.
No. No, you wouldn't.
Maybe you're right.
Steph Curry is a top 5 player, and the reason he is because he can shoot, pass, he's unselfish.
So
he's he's a good team defender, okay self-defender.
So I'm thinking coaching. I'm thinking when I look at Curry and Lillard, I don't go their skills are that far apart from each other, and their basketball, I don't think they're that far apart.
Yeah, they are.
But then but then I go how one is used and been used over his career is dramatically different how the other has. Curry running off all the screens and running around and doing the things that he do is dramatically different than Dame Lillard having to bring the ball up the floor every time, make every single decision, and do stuff.
Damn, Curry can create his own shot whenever he wants.
Okay. That's why I said I don't look at them basketball skill wise that far from each other. I don't go like because of the success of Steph Curry that he's a better basketball player than Lillard. I go the success Curry's as good as Lillard because like you said, if you put Lillard on the Warriors,
they still win.
The Warriors,
but if
he'd be used differently.
No.
Okay.
If you put him on the Warriors with the same teams Curry won with, they still win. But if you put Curry in the Blazers, they're a better team every year than Lillard's team.
You think they'll be?
Yes, by far.
Okay.
Steph Curry is a better player. That's bar none. Yes.
That's so hard to say, man.
No, it's not. It's not.
We're not talking about Steph Curry and like De'Aaron Fox or something.
Fam, Steph Curry is a better player, period.
Okay.
He's a better
I'm not
player.
saying I disagree, but like I'm not gonna by far is like
he's a better player. If you say Steph Curry is a top 5 player of all time and Lillard's top 25 or top 50 or whatever, then they ain't in the same category.
Yeah, but I have my different reasons why though. He changed the game of basketball.
What?
Okay.
I'm talking about winning in numbers. Like you look at Steph's numbers, he's the greatest shooter of all time. And I mean, I'm sure I don't think Steph's ever had a season where he's, like stocked in 11 assists a game or whatever, but Steph is normally 7, 8 assists a game or whatever.
Great.
He's probably up there in assists too, I would imagine, just based on longevity. And he has 4 championships. I mean, it's hard to argue with the guy. And how many does he got? 3 gold medals? How many gold medals he got? Oh, he only played once or what?
First year this year.
Oh. All right, well.
And he did his thing.
Well, he's the only reason they won a championship.
Pretty much. A little bit different conversation.
He made about 900 3-pointers in the semifinals and finals or whatever.
All right, what else come out this week?
Meta 580 New Balance collab. It actually looks kind of nice.
You copping?
Nope.
It looks like an Air Max 1. I can't even tell what it looks like.
Oh, what?
Dark.
Fam, are you okay?
Can't tell. Oh, okay. That sucks.
No, it doesn't.
I don't like any of the Meta stuff.
No, whatever.
All right.
There's a Fortnite collab with what's that clog company? Your favorite company?
Clarks?
Nope, clogs.
Oh, Crocs?
Yep, Fortnite
Clogs?
collab.
Clog company? What'd you call it?
Clog. They're called clogs. Well, I guess.
Oh, I don't know.
Women's Air Max or Air Sunder Max pack. That's the one you like with the zipper.
Fire.
So they suck.
As soon as I could get those for about $67, they coming home with me.
Okay.
Now, I've retired from buying sneakers.
Howl Studios.
I broke the news right now.
All right. Howl Studios Asics with Velcro instead of laces.
for the little yellow bus crew.
Right. Okie dokie.
Like, what grown man walking around with Velcro sneakers on? Come on, bro. Like, what we doing here? Like, that's actually for like old man grandpa who just, I roll out of bed, I put my shoes on, Velcro. I ain't got time to tie because my fingers got arthritis and they crooked. I fought in Vietnam. What are you doing?
Vietnam and crooked fingers. It's crazy. Yes, he got hit.
I can't do the
booby
2
trap.
bunny ears in the loop with my laces. I got to do Velcro.
Yes, this stuff was in a booby trap. Split his hand like this. So
Fam, I've been watching
his hand
a lot of war tactic videos lately. Fam, them guys was filthy, but they were smart. Putting holes in like tree spikes and bamboo and stuff like that. Fam, do you know how angry I would be if I was with the United States?
You kill me with a booby trap. I'm coming back in the next life.
Fam, if I fell through a hole and landed on some bamboo and I'm sitting there just dying slowly because the bamboo is through my body, I will be back in some form. I'm going to be here. I didn't even get my bullets off. I didn't let my Tommy gun or whatever they had back there shoot off. Fam, I fell into a booby trap.
Definitely didn't have a Tommy gun.
It's like, yo, why are all these leaves in this pile right here? Whoa!
Yes. Somebody saying "whoa" like they on Paw Patrol, crazy. Whoa.
Digging that hole is crazy to put them spikes down there.
And they did it by hand too.
God, yeah, they didn't have no bulldozers. Fam, dude, we so spoiled. It's like, yo, we ain't making no booby trap by hand. We need a bulldozer.
Air flight posit metallic gold.
Come on, man. It's probably like 300.
Book Halloween. You're just laughing at every shoe now. Am I doing 1 week or 2 weeks, or what am I doing here?
Is this from next week?
This is between now and when is the 31st?
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
I mean, it's
All right, I'll go to the 4th.
Feel free to stop whenever you feel like it.
Okay. There's a Korn Adidas collab, like Korn the band.
Fair. How many more sneakers they gonna come out with?
I don't understand why, but there is one.
They have a history with them. I used to listen to some Korn stuff. Actually, I used to watch their music videos. I didn't listen to their music. I know some of y'all don't know what music videos are, but Ben Baller invented music videos.
Isn't it Korn the one with that? I mean, I know what Korn is, but didn't they have like the R backwards in their name?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And they spelled it with a K.
Yes, no, I know that. Thank you very much.
Ben Baller suggested they use the K instead
and
of
the
the
R
C.
backwards.
Yeah, because he thought the C people would think corn on the cob. So he said, Ben Baller said, put a K.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say it was a blood.
No, that's what some may think, but no. Ben Baller suggested the K and to turn the R backwards for. He's the man, and we love you so much, man.
There's a what's man who plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers now, who's from New York City? Don
Thompson.
Don Dada.
Oh, Mitchell Thompson.
Mitchell and
Mitchell.
Ness Haribo collab.
Huh?
Haribo the candy collab with him. 2 shoes.
Oh, fam.
There's a red one and a white one.
Don't nobody want your shoes now. We don't want a Haribo collaboration.
Okay.
Like, come on, man.
Air Max 90 Scarab.
Was it fire?
No.
Oh. Well, Scarab, I think of like each. Oh, fam.
It's got to be a Halloween thing, I would think.
I was thinking like Egypt. I'm thinking like, some sand color, a little bit of light blue. Thinking of the mummy.
I can only read off what's here.
Don't kill the messenger.
Can't make it up.
What do we do? That's what Goat says. That's what Goat says.
There's a collab of the guy who broke the marathon record, Eliud Kipchoge, or however you pronounce his name, Zoom Pegasus 41. That's up your alley, actually. All them working outs you be doing.
Yeah, but I don't switch shoes. Bo Jackson,
I go to the gym, ride the bike, lift weights, go home. I don't do all that. What you talking about?
You should. No.
Buddy, you could do this. You could activate the same muscles, just lift the weights that you can doing all that other stuff. You good?
Know what it is? You may be right, but what it is more like in my head. Like I want to go to the gym
for 3 hours. Obviously, you're out of control.
I go hour 15 max.
There's no way. You said 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and you didn't even count weightlifting.
Maybe hour and a half, maybe 2. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Because let me tell you something. The best part about going to the gym is the fact that I actually went, and then when I leave, I go, I didn't come here and just post up for a minute. It'd be a lot of cats walking around there posted. I'm like, buddy.
That's because Lifetime got a bar and stuff. What do you expect?
I'm talking about posted in the actual workout section. I'm like, but you using this? Nah. Buddy, move out the way then. Like, you put this tank top on just to walk around here, go home, dude. You ain't getting no hoes. Go home. I hate them.
They getting them.
I hate them. That's their personality. It's tank tops and Lifetime. Go home.
There's a Jound Asics collab. Jound Asics. You not copying?
I'm sure it's that same model that everybody...
GT 2160.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure the same model that Soul Links and everybody just keeps retweeting is restocked.
Oh, actually, there's
they
two. They
got them. Sizes added.
A black one and a white one.
Going straight to cart. Sizes are up. Sizes 4.5 through 7. Buddy.
Lord have mercy. Tops made a Freddie Freeman base relic. Like, took the base from the game. And the picture is him putting his hand in the air. It's kind of dope, actually. $350.
For the card?
No, thank you.
It's a card? I mean, it's a good player. I mean, it's not like it's...
Fam.
You know, it ain't like...
$350.
For Oscar.
No, thank you. I would have preferred T. Oscar just hit a walk-off in the 9th inning and then it's less stress, but okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I wish it was 9-0.
Yeah, well, I mean, you was making fun of T. Oscar. I mean, it could have been him.
There was somebody on the Yankees. I can't even remember the cat. You know, a white dude. He may have been white, but he could have been also a light-skinned Hispanic. I don't know. But the diamonds on his neck was shining. Mookie.
Oh, that might have been the cat who used to be the Dodger. You talking about Verdugo?
That's who it was. Fam.
Yeah, he's from Tucson.
Wait, no, it wasn't him, I don't think. They had the color diamonds on. It was
I don't
like
know what other Yankee would have diamonds on besides him.
Them joints was shining. I swear to God, I know I came on this podcast and said it before. Mookie, you got to change the chains up. No, Mookie chain is the wackest chain.
Well, that one thing is like a little baseball rope.
Yeah, that's a baseball on a rope or something like that. I get it, but having a baseball, it's like a baseball bat wrapped up. Having a baseball bat and a rope and you ain't really hitting, go ahead and tuck that in. Go ahead and tuck that in.
You got to chill out. He was hitting the last series.
Your Cuban chain, it's not even a Cuban. It's like a Cuban. Go ahead and tuck that in. They'll get you some diamonds, huh? You gonna go out there and miss a lot of hits and go out there and strike out stuff like that? At least be shining.
Nah, he was hitting the ball hard.
I'm not saying yesterday. I'm not saying yesterday. I'm saying in other series in this playoffs.
Well, last year.
Nah,
he been good so far.
He's had high moments. All right.
Damn, they've won 2 series already.
I know. Hold on, don't do that. Don't do that to me, George, because it don't matter. The Dodgers could win 50-0 and you still go on Twitter and act like
you're right.
So don't do that to me then. Huh? Don't do that. Mookie will hit a very, very, very important ball or get us on board first. 1-0, get us on board first. Yes, he'll do that. And then he'll be bad the rest of the game. And so don't do that.
Don't do that.
No, you don't do that.
He got to walk.
You don't try to tell me about, fam, we win the series. You want to get rid of Dave Roberts, and he's won 100 games for the last I don't know how many years. No. It makes no sense.
Because when you're losing, you don't want to keep looking at the same person. Gets tired of it.
Yes, okay.
Mike McCarthy,
he should have been fired after losing to the Lions.
There you go.
Now, if they lose to the...
Same thing.
Who we play this week? 49ers. The 49ers, this is our year to beat the 49ers. This is our year. They lose to the 49ers, and I think they play at
McCaffrey come back.
They lose at they lose to the Niners. Don't come back home. I think it's an away game. Don't come back. No. Yeah. Leave McCarthy there.
Stay there.
Leave McCarthy there, and I'm sure he got a house in California. Take the next,
Oxnard or wherever y'all work out at. Crazy 8 low, white black.
I'm not mad at a Crazy 8 low, but you're 27 years too late.
Ja 2, King of the Court. Looks like it's a kid's shoe, but
let me tell you who I'm glad.
King of the Court is actually a good name for a basketball player's shoe. Fine.
Well,
I'm probably not the first time.
It's a real basketball sneaker name. You got Don Julio at the Cavaliers, Don Mitchell talking about Haribo, jelly, gummy bear. We don't care. We don't care. All right. You already play for the Cavs and you already have Adidas basketball sneakers. You're already behind the 8 ball. All right. Now, Ja sneaker, I will tell you, you may have been right that it's fire.
Correct.
It looks a lot better in person and on the court and on foot than it does in pictures. And Ja's been killing it. Ja's body dexterity.
Got a lot to make up for. That's why
he do. But Ja is a top tier basketball athlete person, not person, but athlete.
Yes, personality.
He's cool.
I don't know what brand.
Manufactured cool though. So.
I don't know what brand up there is, but they're doing a New Balance collab 860 V2 Up there. It's green.
Is it a basketball sneaker?
No.
60 VT.
Green and pink.
Up there? I know Air Up There with Emilio Estevez.
Yeah. No, it wasn't Emilio Estevez. It was Kevin Bacon.
Fam, you watched the movies from back then. Cats went to Africa to find about like, there was just none in the United States of America. And he didn't go to like an Africa city. He went to his actual tribe. Like they were living in huts and he was
to the
covered
bush.
in paint. Like that's what it took back in the day.
Yes.
Fam, you know what I watched?
Blue chips. All he did was go to Louisiana, Indiana, and Florida and found all the same things.
I watched.
Nick Nolte.
I watched The Sixth Man. Do you remember that with Marlon?
Yeah,
Marlon
his
and
brother's
Kadeem
dead
Harrison?
or whatever.
Yeah, fam. Back in the day, they used to use. They would play for.
Back in the day.
They were using. Yeah, I know Ben Baller, you're probably on set directing it. It was probably your idea that they used the Washington Huskies as the team because it was crazy. I'm watching it and it's like they're the Washington Huskies. Like, why? Like, why use the Huskies? Kadeem Hardison and Marlon Wayans are both from New York. And it's like they're the Huskies and they're playing in the Pac-10 and they're beating Arizona and Arizona State in this movie. They played UMass in the championship. Huskies versus UMass in the championship is crazy. I know I can see your vision, Ben Baller. I get what you were trying to do in that movie when you were directing it, but I get it, man. I get it. Anyways, what else? That's it.
No, there's some more. There's the N7 pack is coming. Dunks KD 17.
What they look like.
The typical colors you would expect for the N7 pack. I mean,
that's okay.
No, they don't suck. I'm just saying. You asked what they look like.
Well, I think I meant more the basketball.
Same colors. Oh, nah, that one looks worse.
Since you and I have been in sneakers for so long, we remember N7s like when they used to actually kind of be fire.
I guess it ain't that bad.
It
looks worse than a dunk, but.
Did you ever wear N7s at all? Any N7s?
Maybe the first KD. Maybe I don't remember. We had about 27 pairs.
God,
so.
we drove so fast to that Nike when they said they had the N7s up there.
Amine, I don't know what Amine is. 740 V2 collab, New Balance. This looks like
artist music.
This looks like something you'll see a rapper wearing because it looks like almost high end or whatever.
It does?
You will. Oh yeah.
That was like something Rico would wear.
Nah. I mean, Lil Durk probably already has it. Oh, Ben Baller definitely has it, but
oh yeah, Ben Baller had it 7 years ago.
Durk was wearing it the other night.
He also discovered Amine. Durk ain't wearing nothing right now but slides. So
no, he was. I said.
Oh, maybe
he was wearing it.
I mean, he may be wearing Yeezy slides at least in prison or jail, wherever he's at. And I mean, no disrespect either. I want no trouble. No.
Yeah,
but
no trouble. He said.
At what point does your success? It's like the opposite of Ben Baller. It's like your success is at the top.
Fam, they still making diss songs. I don't know if you stop paying attention to Chicago, they still making diss songs.
Yeah, but it's like you're done.
It's a 15-year-old who got shot the other night.
Fam.
Who was like making diss songs. He was standing in the alley waiting for somebody.
Like all them original
and they
cats
came and got him.
All them original Chicago cats that during that drill era.
Oh, it's still going on.
Like, your Keefs and everybody that we know. You did it.
Well, Keef's the only one who actually. I'm not gonna say the only one who successfully made it out, but since that Dirk stuff, everyone is now going back saying Keef is the only one who actually made it.
Yeah, but I'm like, you got King Von, you got these cats. And here's my thing. I'm not gonna sit and act like
in the city that's not even his own city.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm this Chicago drill historian. Shout out to my dog K Rob. But like, what more do you need to do? Ben Baller, you did it. You don't need to be. This is the Ben Baller episode. Ben Baller actually set up our cameras and turned these lights on for the podcast too, if y'all didn't know. FYI. Like,
he came last week and did it.
Yeah.
He knew we were going to be in here.
He knew we was coming, so he recorded it. He set up everything.
You're going to get a producer credit.
Like, you did it. Like, so why are you still doing this stuff? Like, I don't know what... I'm sounding super naive because we know this stuff. We know, and it's dumb.
He's probably lucky. Listen, he's probably lucky he didn't. Now, you don't follow it as closely as I do. that's like me following Chiracology or drillology or whatever you want to call it.
Definitely follow it more than I do.
What the like most probably abstract thing I've ever done in my entire life. But he's lucky that he didn't get charged in a RICO or conspiracy for FBG Ducks murder in 2020 because
Who?
Exactly. You have no idea.
I go to your office, dude. It look like you got charts. You got,
yes,
you
with
got
them strings.
You got strings on it. You like, no, Greg. Listen to me, Greg.
No, fam, if I showed you that video, though, you would fall over at the actual, like, because Chicago, I don't know if Phoenix, I'm sure LA is to this level now. We know, like, San Francisco, New York are, but, like, Chicago, if you watch the video the feds made or whoever put the investigation together, they got them cats getting in the car at their apartment complex, driving the car all the way from the apartment complex, the Parkway Gardens, where O Block is. They got them cats getting in the car, driving all the way downtown, which apparently was like a 20, 25-minute drive. They got film of like almost every street of the cars turning and whatever else, pulling up where he was in the Gold Coast, which is like where the luxury stuff is, jumping out and shooting him, going back. The funniest part about the video that nobody seems to be pointing out, when they pulled back into the apartment complex, it was a cop behind them and pulled into the complex literally as they're parking their cars. The cop was pulled in the complex, got out the car, looked around, and it was like like on the video, it's hard to tell, but it almost looked like he was shook. Like he knew what happened, because obviously they got calls.
The cop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like, because obviously the call went out immediately. You shoot someone in the, like, it's the equivalent of Rodeo Drive. You shoot somebody in Rodeo Drive, the call is going out instantly. You know what I mean? Like,
you're done.
So
you're now affecting.
It was a police officer who followed. I don't know if he followed them back or whatever, but like obviously they know Parkway exists. So he pulled in. Like I'm gonna send you the video because the video is crazy. The amount of work that they do for these investigations.
Yeah.
But he pulled into the complex as they're parking from doing the hit. Got out the car, was looking around like this, like the cop knew what was going on. Instantly got back in his car and got up out of there like he was scared. It's crazy. I'm like, fam, y'all knew basically who did it instantaneously and didn't charge them for 2 more years. Now, I get it. Investigations take a long time. But you had an officer literally was following them back to their apartment complex from doing the hit and he didn't do nothing. Got back in his car and dipped out of there like he was scared.
Fam, you know a lot about this stuff.
I'm going to send you the video because it's crazy. When was the last time you ever seen a video of a full investigation where they had them cats on video getting in the car, driving 25 minutes, various cameras, doing the actual hit, getting back in the... Okay, you might see more than I do in general, but I'm just saying...
Yeah, I know
like,
what you're talking about. But like, not the actual crime,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
plenty of things.
The
like,
whole scheme, the whole 45-minute scheme or whatever, getting in the car, like they have... Okay, so the apartment complex they live in has cameras everywhere, which I'm sure a lot of apartment complexes do. It has them, like, you can see the cat, like, getting the messages. Or I mean, you can't see his phone, but you can see the people, like, getting the messages where his location is. They go talk to each other. You can see them running up the stairs, changing their outfits to, like, be a darker clothing or whatever, coming back down the stairs, getting in their cars, dipping to the spot, killing him, coming back, and running back up the stairs.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy is, it's like, why don't they know that? Like, you know,
and these are Dirk's people, by the way. So like
once
or Von's people, really. But I mean, him and Dirk was
Like once you reach a level of like, you know, of crime and understanding of society and like just watching TV and Netflix and movies, I just would just be on a higher level of thinking of like, how can I really complete this task and get away with it? It's the fact that a lot of these younger cats and cats like this are so reactionary, like. It's like people that like steal somebody's credit card and they go get gas. It's like, but do you not know? Like, come on.
Honestly,
you gotta know. First of all, in a complex like that. Wait, you said there's cameras at where they came from, right?
Yeah, where they live.
Like, if you don't even know the cameras of where you live and what they doing.
Now,
already cooked.
They're not police cameras, obviously, but
cameras
complex.
Are a camera.
Yeah, complex cameras. So you're gonna subpoena the complex for the video.
Like, that to me is like level of like concern. Like it's like, buddy, you're at still point
and I think
A.
it's technically public housing. I think, or it might be privately owned, but obviously somebody owns the camera footage.
And knowing you're going to do something in an area of a way higher level of living than you're in. They definitely got cameras. Any streets, maybe not every street light, every corner you turn.
I'm gonna send you
got
the
cameras,
video, bro. It's crazy.
But majority of places is gonna pick your video up on camera. Even the convenience store in the corner that got the camera pointing to the street, it's gonna get you.
Yeah.
Somebody. Now, like you said, I've never seen. Maybe I have. I don't know. I haven't. It's rare to see.
Somebody
one.
obviously
It's
took
rare.
all the footage and made a YouTube video of it. Like, you know, this is like a third-party YouTuber who made it. But
Like,
it's crazy to string all the footage together. They got
It's
timestamps.
rare.
They got everything.
It's rare for crimes to see from A to Z. You'll see like A to T, and you could assume that the rest of the alphabet
Yeah.
is it's like, well, you definitely went there, and we're assuming that you were the one that went there to kill them. I mean, but that's crazy. Though. But that to me is a level of like, you really legit have no fear of being caught or don't care.
They drove in their own cars.
I'm not trying to give any examples, but like, I probably would have walked. I know it's far, but I probably would have somehow.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have got there in time. But.
You know what I mean? Like, I would have. My order of operation wouldn't have been what you would think. Get in my car and go.
Well,
it just would have been so different.
There's a lot of steps that if you're trying to do something like that, you don't do. Like, we're not going to give, obviously, nobody hints and tips.
Anything.
But
I'm not
like,
promoting crime. I'm not even giving you.
Leave your cell phone at home. Don't take your cell phone with you on a hit. I mean, that seems
Don't y'all know about cell phone towers by now and all that?
Yes.
Like, even if like you didn't think it was real,
That's rudimentary.
I be watching Netflix and HBO shows and a lot of stuff, and I go to myself like, I wonder if people watch this and go like, hey, next time I do something, if this may not be real, but I'm just gonna take this as gospel. I'm not gonna do that. Like,
listen, what's crazy about the city, and I'm sure other cities are like Chicago, but obviously with like just the culture or whatnot, people hyper focused on it. But like, there's literally, I mean, there's younger cats right now, drill rappers that are popular. There's video of someone died, so I mean it's been more popularized. But there's videos of them going on a hit, like you can pretty clearly tell it's him, and maybe they just don't know if he was firing shots or not. Like there's video of him getting out the car doing something. His buddy gets shot. They pick him up, carry him back to the car. He was dead, but they pick him up, carry him back to the car. Clear footage of him, and he has songs talking about. In a way, he's murdered 9 people, in a way, and he's out of jail. He's not arrested. He's just in Chicago making more records and doing whatever. Like, to me, the only reason that, like, Dirk and cats like that get caught is because either the level of the person you're killing, which FBG Duck was a big star in Chicago, like, one of his videos has, like, 80 million views or something like that on YouTube. So, like, the reason, and because it happened in the Rodeo Drive of Chicago, which is probably another reason why they cared about it.
Definitely.
But for the most part, hits in the hood, they don't care because they know who was there, and the cat just out running around making more videos. Like, he's clear on camera. You can see him carrying his friend, the one that was killed. And earlier in the video, it looks like he's pointing. So, and he just out of jail, and he got songs talking about he murdered 9 people.
God bless.
So, like, you know, maybe it's hard to string a case together on that alone, but, like, you would think if you're on camera doing to me, it seems like conspiracy to commit attempt murder. If you're with someone who was shooting someone and they get killed and you carrying them back to the car. I just don't, either way.
God bless. I hope all y'all turn y'all lives around, man.
Yeah, it probably isn't going to happen, but. Yes.
My Dodgers shirt just came in, got delivered from Riff. That's in L.A., by the way. It's an L.A. shirt that I ordered. If that's okay, Ben Baller. If that's okay, I got one.
Anyway, that was a long tangent. But more releases. Demon Slayer, Adidas Rivalry Pack. Do you care?
Who's Demon Slayer?
Another collab. I have no idea.
Is it a band?
Might be. One of them has flames on it, and the other one looks like Florida State. I don't know. Florida State. I have no idea. The other one got flames on it, though.
Man, boy, Adidas got sneakers that they love. They treat like their Air Max 1s and Air Max 90s and stuff, but no one cares. They want to know Adidas rivalry.
FaZe Clan, LeBron. I don't know why there's another one.
Is that like the video game company?
Yeah.
Or video game team?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, ain't like his son a part of FaZe Clan or something?
I think supposed to be. He's on the Lakers now. Ben Baller got him there, obviously.
I mean, does LeBron got a king of the court sneaker? He's actually the king.
No, Ben Baller does, though.
Oh, I should have known.
Jordan 4 Platinum Gold.
What?
It's a kid's shoe, I think, but Jordan 4 platinum gold. No, you don't care. Crazy 8 Philly.
I'm assuming that's a Kobe tribute.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I get it. It's like you had Kobe first. We get it. But since you could no longer promote that in user promotion, you should give it up. I would wrap it up. Because any indication on the Crazy 8, it used to have the number 8 on the bottom of the tongue. If I can't call these the Kobe's, or if I can't use ads of Kobe or mention of a Kobe, wrap this up. Ain't nobody, literally, you're going to just relying on people like us that go man, these used to be Kobe's.
Oh, OGs.
Yeah, OGs. OGs, you know what I mean? So if you can't tell the new cats, these were the Kobe's, give it up. I was at a Halloween party last night. Literally, they're like my niece's
You in
family.
the streets.
I was at a kid's Halloween party. They're like my nieces. They're like, yo, can we get Kobe's? Can we get Kobe's? Can we get Kobe's? And I'm like, fam, you guys can get anything you want from me if you ask me in time. And I'm like, we literally can get whatever we feel like, whatever you want. And they're like teenagers, but they wear a size 3.5. They got little feet. I'm like, money, that's even better. That's even cheaper. And they're like, can you get Kobe X-rays? Can you get Kobe this? Sabrina's? Yeah. Hookers? Yeah. I can get you whatever you want. What are you talking about? And Adidas is sitting there promoting Crazy 8s. But they can't call them Crazy 8s. What do they call them now? Crazies?
Crazy. No, it is a Crazy 8. They just can't say.
Oh, they can't.
Crazy the number 8.
Oh, Adidas. And I love Adidas. I love it.
You have Adidas.
It's maybe the first time both of us are wearing Adidas shirts on this podcast ever.
I'm sure it's not, but
You don't wear any Adidas shirts.
I don't think I have very many.
Yeah, that's the.
I don't have a lot of Nike shirts either, though. Most of my shirts are just plain. Nah.
You have quite a few Nike shirts and Nike crew necks and hoodies and stuff like that, and jackets.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, you got probably the original Destroyer, the Nike Destroyer.
I don't even know where that is. I think that's been gone for a long time.
Oh, okay.
That green, about the gray one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've had that for 15 years.
Ben Baller designed that one.
Action Bronson has a New Balance Fuel Cell collab. It doesn't even have a picture of it, so I don't know. But it must be a war shoe because it's called Foxtrot.
Good for him. That's a dancing shoe.
Jordan 14 Black Toe.
We definitely copped those.
I hope so.
Well, we did.
But, I mean.
You'd wear them, right?
Yes, probably.
When's the last time you wore a Michael Jordan sneaker?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Well, if you count Jordan 1 lows all the time.
Oh, no lows. When's the last time you...
A non-Jordan 1 low?
Yeah. I know I've wore Lightnings in the
Probably
last...
a 4 at some point.
I
maybe
wore
white
Lightnings
cement
about
4s.
3 years ago.
Yeah, maybe to prove my point that I wear my shoes when I sent you that picture.
Yeah, I think you wore black cements or white cements to prove
wore
that
white cements.
You wore them at the bar for about probably 4 hours and never wore them again.
Watch at sports. That's the only reason I go to the bar anymore.
Because
I'm old.
I lost. Oh.
I don't go to sneaker events and point at stuff on the table and say, I own that.
I didn't even talk about it. I can't remember what I won. Oh, I won SB4s. That's what I got because I picked Dodgers.
Blues?
The Dodgers, no, SB4 Pine Greens. I bet my white cement
you
fours.
bet. That's right.
I didn't talk. It's been a while. I forgot about that. Shout out to I ain't got them yet though, but shout out to the homie up.
Awake NY Jordan Airship Game Royal. Nope. Okay. Simpsons Rivalry Low. Flanders. Luca 3.
You know, if you're going to go Simpsons route, which they've done many, many times, you stick to Bart Simpson, Homer Simpson, Marge, Lisa. You don't got to go to the extracurricular activities. You don't need Ned. You don't need a Pooh. You don't need Comic Book Man. You don't need the police officer. You don't need the dog and the cat. Bart, Homer, maybe Lisa, maybe baby, and wife. That's it.
These ain't too bad. Oh, wait. Nope. Sorry. Went too far. Oh, well. That's it.
That's it. You care about a Union times Fragment times Jordan.
I mean, the shoe is fire, but do I care? No, absolutely
not. Whack.
Nah, I don't do that.
Come on.
That shoe's fire.
Can we move on from all of
That's fine, but don't say it's not fire just because you want to move on from it. That's two different points.
You can't make
the shoe is fire,
okay.
but do I care? No,
you can't make anything better or equivalent to your original.
That's fine. The shoe is still fire though. Like if somebody gave it to you, you're gonna wear it.
That's different.
I was saying that shoe's fire.
And if I could buy it, I will. I'm gonna buy it. Probably try anyways. Maybe.
Okay, so then you definitely think it's fire.
Look, at this point in sneakers, if we gotta have powerhouses join forces, it's cooked. Okay, we're talking Fragment by itself alone. Fragment ones by themselves alone, which when you look at them, aren't spectacular at this point. When they first came out, we went like, "Dang, this is crazy blocking." There's about 5 different other colorways. If you looked at them, you can go like you can see the thought in it, and it looks like it.
People just care about the name.
Fragment ones at what point got to what 5,000? Like,
I don't even know.
Fragment ones.
I don't know if I want to know.
A stupid price. Union ones got to a point
2,000,
2,000, something like that. So now you got 2 of them joining forces like that.
I'm glad I didn't buy them when I had that money.
Oh, the ones?
Yeah.
I thought you did.
Thought about it. Nope.
I remember you was really honestly not working hard to get them.
Yeah, because the size 12 was super expensive.
You were like really trying to figure out how. I don't know if
I
you
was
actually
looking at used pairs on GOAT.
Yeah, I don't know if you was actually gonna pull the trigger, but you was definitely doing a lot of research.
I bought a laptop instead. That's the greatest decision I've ever made in my
entire life. That's what I want from all of y'all. I want all of you to go, oh, you know what? I probably need new tires for my car. Like, I don't need you guys to be like, yo, you know what? I kind of want this, but, I also need new tires. Get the new tires for your own safety. Like, I couldn't imagine driving around on bald tires, but I got Union ones on and I died. Imagine spending your money on Union ones and not new tires. And
why you think I'd be
hydroplane?
Like seeing them like videos on whatever, Twitter or whatever, and people get shot and you see looking in the streets be like brand new Jordans on the ground. Like, fam, that shit, I don't know why it's funny to me because it shouldn't be funny that somebody getting shot, but you went out, you got as fresh as possible, went outside and got shot. Like, that's crazy.
Being shot in
inside the house, buddy.
Being shot in like a Mary jeans and Jordans is insane. Like, if I can wear $1,000 jeans and Jordans, I'm not getting shot. Now maybe I don't want to call it a profession, but the things that I do on a daily basis is where I accumulated my money to buy $1,000 jeans and Jordans to get shot. But at the same time, I feel so fresh in my $1,000 jeans. I'm trying to go get some hoes. I'm trying to go post up. I'm not gonna go to the place. Go get shot. When I go outside to areas I can get shot, I'm wearing hoop shorts and probably something I could run in. Like, I'm not wearing stuff. I'm wearing like Lululemon or some athletic gear to go just in case the ops. Like, if I hit the block, I got on Nike Lunar Runner, whatever Flyknit runners on. I got marathon sneakers on because I got to go. Imagine trying to dip in Jordan 4s, unlaced, and skinny jeans, and purple jeans or whatever them brands are. All right, man.
The thing that doesn't make any sense about most of them cats is like they actually have enough money to leave Chicago though. Like, why are you living in Parkway Gardens if you got all that money? They be doing videos, they be putting the money all along their entire arm. They're like $50,000 or whatever. What are you doing? Leave Chicago.
I couldn't imagine getting shot with a pocket full of money though. I just couldn't.
I mean, at the same time, some of these cats probably don't know what a bank account is. But still, if you got $50,000 you can put out on your arm, you got more money than majority of people in the United States of America. Like, that's like probably you got more money. If you got $50,000 cash in your hand, you probably have more money than 80% of the United States of America. Not even joking.
I think I wished our level of criminal minds on the streets thought more like the mafia and watched like Power and watch Ghost and like you do the dirty work to get the money on the arm, and then you take the money on the arm and then you go buy a house and then you invest it and now you got to watch the federal government because they're gonna check your taxes. But still, that's just that's a safer fight than like I'm outside with the money on my arm, or I got the stacks like this. Like, I wish they would like read up on like Escobar and the cartels. Like, really read up on it. If you're gonna be a bad person, be a really good bad person. If I get pulled over, fam, I tell people all the time, if I'm willing to get into a gun battle with the ops or the gun battle with the police, I got the most cocaine, I got bodies, I got everything. Like, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it why they got me. Like, it's okay to be a better bad guy if you have to be that one. And I'm not promoting this. I'm not telling you to stay in this life. I'm telling you can get out of it. Like, you know what? I got 50 bands right here. Let's go throw a party, rent a little space out, charge everybody $25 to get in, add more to the 50 band, and keep going. And then we could take that money, go get a little apartment over here, rent that out to the homies and whatnot. Maybe it's just me. Huh? Maybe I don't know, man. I gotta ask Ben Baller. Though. I gotta see what Ben Baller would do in a situation like this. He's the only one that got the answers for me. Like, man, come on, man. I'm not driving in my own car to go to do the bad things, huh? I may go to commit the crime.
Film a video later with the car in the background.
Fam, cats go commit crimes with like actual like specific things on their body that you know it's them. Like if you're the only cat running around town with the big star tattoo on your cheek, put a mask on, man. I see cats go commit crimes with their high school basketball sweaters on. I've watched footage of things and they're like, oh yeah, he plays some McClintock, like a school out here. I'm like, he robbed that store wearing a McClintock basketball. Look in the mirror. Like, go home and I'm gonna go commit a crime. I may go commit crimes butt naked, dude, just so I don't leave anything. I don't want. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Then they definitely gonna see your tattoos up.
Fam, I remember one time I was watching video footage and they asked me. They were like, "Hey, Greg, can you take a look at this?" You know why? Because the cat was wearing, what Jordan 1s was he wearing? I can't even remember what he was wearing. But it ain't something you can just go down the street and find. That's why they asked me to look at the video. And I sat there, and looked at the video of them Jordan 1s, and I was like, well, there's only a few places he could have got these. Period. Like, you don't go rob a Jordan. This is an example. You don't go rob a store wearing Dior's. You just don't. In Arizona? Come on, fam. Hey, come on. All right. Cats out here. Oh, Lord. Shout out to Don. Hold on, fam. Look at this. Who is Stay Grounded TV? They just posted.
I don't know. Might be something he owned.
Look at I don't know what this is. They reposted him video talking about us. It says Ben Baller responds to the Sneak This podcast after they ranked him as a top 10 dweeb in sneakers. Look at this nerd. Look at his teeth, how white they are. You ain't even got your own teeth anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's a small account. They got a blue check mark, but they're a smaller.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. He got veneers talking crazy. Like, you don't even like your own teeth. No, it's okay. We love you, Ben Baller. We really do. What was we talking about? Union times? I don't know, fam. God bless. No, here's the thing with me, and I'm not going to speak for George, but I'm pretty sure George feels the same way. You can't surprise us with nothing anymore. Hey, you got nothing for me.
I'm not mad they ran it back, honestly. I know Rico gets mad about stuff like that. I'm not mad about it.
And we should be.
No, because if somebody didn't get the first one, let them get this one.
Because the Chicago version that's getting ready to come out in February of the new Union color with the red one, it sucks.
Look.
It sucks.
Nothing in sneakers matters anymore. Let people get what they want. It's okay. It'll be okay.
I mean,
I hope they make whatchamacallits again so I can get it. I keep on getting alerts from like GOAT and StockX that prices are going down.
On what?
What's the teal, not Safaris, Air Max ones?
Atmos?
Yeah. Let them make those again.
You got those?
No.
Fam, I thought you copped those at some point. Yeah, what's up with you? You must don't like sneakers.
Too expensive, dude.
Must mean you didn't really want it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Clark Kent.
No commentary.
Okay. Well,
I gave my.
They can't be that much now, though.
I gave my condolences to his family.
They can't be that much.
That's
now.
fine, but I'm still not paying $400, $500, whatever they are.
You could throw the $4. Dude.
Nah.
Go ahead and sell your Lou Gehrig rookie
Too
card.
poor. Lou Gehrig.
Selling a Lou Gehrig rookie card to cop Atmos would be yes.
That's the plot of that movie with John McClane and Tracy McGrady. What's his name? That's the plot of that movie. Though he was about to sell that car to fund his daughter's wedding.
Wait, well, hold on. What movie?
That police movie with John McClane and Tracy McGrady. What's his name?
Not Ride Along. Cop Time.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. That's right, fam.
He had it in his pocket and got shot and shot the card.
Fam, come on, man. Like, pay for the wedding. You don't gotta sell a car for that, or something else. Like
Andy Pavco.
To me, your card ain't that high of value if it's to pay for a wedding. Now it may be worth a lot of money. Like if you sell a car for $20,000 and pay for a $20,000 wedding, I guess. But maybe I'm not making sense. I don't know. I ain't selling no. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I strongly consider selling I might have to.
What?
Kobe greens. What are those called?
Oh, Grinches? Go ahead, man. I don't even care no more, though. I would advise you not to, and I would be all against it and whatnot, but why not? No, who cares? Though? Like, let me tell you something. I believe you got them. I know it. You had them. You had them. Though. Like it's nothing that nobody can say. It's nothing that nobody can do or say anything about us as sneakers or where it matters. Though. Who cares? Guess what? Hey, gang, I had Grinches. What's somebody gonna say? You're a liar. Okay. I'm going home now. Oh, you don't believe me? I'll prove it to you. Look at my sneakers account. Look at that. I'm like, man, don't nobody care.
Go steal some pictures from what's the name? What's that man with that dog? Corgi? I should steal some pictures from Corgi and post them up like they were mine. Look, this is what I had, fam. Back in the day, ISS.
Oh, geeks. What else we talking about? Is that it? I think it's time to do it.
You said Halliburton.
Oh, you care about Puma?
Something else.
I put something else on there, but I just put like, is there anything that sneakers
pics.
you'd want to see before we wrap this?
I care about nothing, but like I said, I would cop what you call it? Safari, not safaris. What are they? You just said it. Atmos. Yeah, I would cop.
Yeah. Come on, if they release again, of course we cop again. Like
I'm just saying,
we would. Like that's
stuff like that I would buy. But is there anything I care about? No, absolutely not, fam.
I mean, you still gotta buy Undefeated.
I gotta buy a new car. I ain't trying to buy nothing.
I was gonna ask you ain't bought one yet?
Nah, Hannah's been trying to get a hold of the dealership, but they ain't responding. I'm like, guess they don't want our money.
That's impossible, though.
100%.
Trying to chase down a dealership is insane.
The man who gave us the not ride along, what's it called? The man who let Hannah do the ghost ride the whip. What is it called when you do
test
that?
Drive a car?
Yeah, test drive. The man who was there who ghost ride the whip don't work there no more. She been texting and emailing him. I was like, just call the dealership, and they were like, yep, he don't work here no more.
Oh, hold on. That was their response?
Yeah.
And they didn't and they said goodbye? Like they hung up?
She talked to him, not me, and I was like, okay, so ask for his manager. And she was like, they don't know who it is. I think it's like the level of customer service you get at Adrian Wilson.
Is this
store.
a major?
Literally right here, like literally on Camelback,
like a real dealership, not like
Oh yeah,
what
is it? Showcase Honda? What's the Honda right here? Like literally Honda dealership. If they probably listen to the podcast and they hear this and we laughing,
they may give you a discount.
They should.
Hold on. Well, everybody knows car dealerships. You know how they are, the car dealerships.
Yeah, the manager didn't want to let me leave that night without the car. He was like, so what do I got to do to get you in the car? And I was like, buddy, I'm not buying the car. I just came here to talk to you. We can do the negotiation via email. It's okay. And he was like, all right.
Fam, we just had a discussion on what you do on a computer versus a cell phone. I'm not negotiating no vehicle through email.
Why not?
Now I do that in person.
Why?
Because I got to see their eyes.
No, you don't. You get the price you want. If you know what you want to pay before you go in, it's fine. I don't need to look at you in the face. You're going to try to get over on me, pause.
That's fine, but I need to know you're going to try to get over on me because I can't tell through email.
Nah.
Look.
I already talked with him in person. I know who I'm dealing with.
I've never in my entire life, first of all, I've never called a dealership in my entire life, though, because I know how it works. If you call the dealership and said, hey, I'm looking for the man that was trying to sell me a car. It's me again. I drove it. And they say, yeah, he ain't here no more. And then you got to go, what's my next step? Is there a manager? Yeah, we don't know who that is. Well, all right then. Fam, if you call a dealership back, I expect them to act the exact same way since we were able to first get our driver's license. Hey, I can help you. I can help you. Hey, so what you looking for? So what you? Hey, come on down. Like, I've never heard a car dealership be like, hey, look, man, we'll
High Point. That's what it was.
Yeah, High Point. Like, that's
Point, customer
crazy.
service.
Are y'all getting the SUV?
There's one coming to the lot that she wants, but they ain't responded to her. So
reordered, custom.
No way, Jose.
It ain't got matted paint.
It just
somebody wrapped it.
It just happened to be on the way. It's the only one in the state. So they were like, "You can put a down payment if you want us to hold it." I guess that's what they told her. I was like,
cats love doing that.
How about you find the person who was there when we came in before, and then him and I can discuss via email whether we're gonna buy it or not.
Fam, I remember them cats, you go in a dealership, they would take a blank piece of paper and they'd be like, if I get you that price, would you sign this paper right here? Like, this is blank.
Fam, the funniest negotiation in history was going on right next to us while I was there. It was like Michael Blackson and a old Korean lady, and he was like, "Come on." He was like, "You could that price is you're not serious with that price. Like you throw me a serious offer, and I'm dead serious." It was Michael. It was Michael Blackson. I'm dead. I'm 100% serious.
They act like that now, dude. They be like, "Come on, you know I can't get nothing from that. I can't. What am I going to do about what I'm going to make off of that?" Huh? They be like, "Look, I took off 2,000, bro. Look, come on. Come on, tell me what you really good with."
They were doing that stuff. He was like pointing at the paper too, like you.
Fam, I remember me and Willis would go to car dealerships. We drive cars all over town, dude. They come up with a blank piece of paper, and I would say, "Look, I'm thinking 21," and they'd be like, "So 21,000, times this." And they go, if I go over there to my boss, and then they run into the glass window, and it's like 5 men at a desk. Yeah. And they run through them, and they show it, and they say, "If I could get you signed right here, this paper's blank. There's no disclaimer, there's no fine print, there's no nothing." I remember one time, this is no joke. Willis was driving. This is when Infiniti 350s, the small ones, G50, whatever it's called. Willis went there, wanted to get one at Toyota. Willis called my uncle up there to talk. We did everything. Willis actually signed the blank paper. Like the man said, "Yo, if I get you for 22, you sign right here. I get you that. We out of here. We good?" Willis said, "Yep." Willis signed the blank paper. He went into the booth, showed them in, and came back and said, "Fam, I can't honor this. You can't honor." And Willis goes, "I signed the thing that you made. What do you mean you can't honor this? Like, what are you talking about?" He said, "I can't. Like, come on, man. 22. I can't honor this. But we put our name. I don't. So this means nothing. Why you got me signing this?" I hate car dealerships. As soon as you drive in the lot, they start walking up. All of them got their ties not tied up all the way. All of them pants is hanging out the back. All of them pants ain't tailored. They baggy. Now I will say some cars.
The one who helped us didn't even have a shirt tie on. He had like a polo shirt. It was dusty too. But he was nice though.
When I bought they're nice guys. I'm not gonna say nothing.
No. I'm saying like he that type of person who you do business with because he's not a faker. Like, but now he don't work no more.
I remember the guy I remember the dealership when I went to Dodge and got my Durango, and this cat had his shirt tucked in so tight and no belt, and I was like, "Fam, where your belt at?" I hate that. If you're not European, put a belt on, man. Anyways, what we doing? NFL picks? Oh, Puma to Halliburton or Halliburton to Puma. Does that matter?
No, I don't care.
It doesn't.
He went over 8 last night.
Yeah, but that's your favorite player, huh?
No, Ben Matherin is my favorite player, but yeah, that's my guy though. I'm a Pacer fan.
I like him a lot, but he's just not cool enough. I'm sorry.
Halliburton? Well, yeah. Well, I didn't even watch that cringe video. What was that video he got with them girls?
I didn't watch it.
Okay,
I couldn't.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna watch it because I'm just like, buddy, are you okay?
I thought it was like 2 girls, 1 cup or something.
It was 3 girls. It was 3 girls and him, and I'm like, buddy, what's up with you, man? Like, no, thank you. Like, I get it. Because you're doing exactly what you should be doing. You should be somewhere with some hoes right now, though. You're an NBA player, rich and young. You should be. But what you doing on camera telling somebody congratulations on their success with 3 girls in the background, what's up with you, bruh? Like, you don't got to prove you cool. Like, I hate that. I hate goofy things like that. You see, when we were, now I'm talking about OGs, we're OGs. I remember like Michael Jordan, Sean Kemp, Gary Payne, Barkley, all them cats. Them cats was just cool. Like, they come in wearing a Nike nylon suit. They had no tattoos, no earring, well, maybe 1 earring. No tattoos.
1 earring.
No grill in their mouth. No dreads. No none of this. Not saying that any of those things are bad, like dreads, but I'm just saying when they walked in the room, they had presence. They were cool because they were really good at something. When you got to manufacture cool, like John Morant is, look, you're so good at basketball, you're cool. You don't need a lot of the additional things that you got. When you got to come in the room and do a gritty so everybody go, wow, he's cooler than everybody else, buddy, you all right. Justin Jefferson, you're the best wide receiver in football. It's not even close. Now, the gritty dance, I get it. That's your celebration. I'm cool with it. But wearing a grill on the field and all them diamonds, at all times. I'm not saying on the field and certain things. Chill, man. You don't got to be manufactured cool. Now, Halliburton, buddy, he going to have to do something because he's one of the worst dressed people I've ever seen in my entire life in the NBA. But at the same time, he could be wearing $30,000 worth of clothes.
Yeah.
And it is still the worst I've ever seen. He's a fun-loving guy, and I like that. And I loved how he handled the USA Dream Team situation not playing. Handled it better than I think anybody could have. But at the same time, him being the face of Puma, you already got LaMelo Ball. I thought he was going to be the face of Puma. Now, he's a manufactured cool person as well because he's from Chino Hills, okay? You from Chino Hills, you ain't cool, all right? You're just very fortunate than everybody else. All them tattoos, all that gang talk, all that stuff, you're manufactured cool. You're not like Jordan. You're not like Kobe. You're not like Kemp. You ain't Gary Payne. You ain't Barkley, Shaq, none of them. if you got to walk around and they say, "Hey, LaMelo Ball, how was the game tonight? You had a good game tonight?" You know, I say gang, you know, that gang stuff. You know, we had that gang. You from Chino Hills, buddy. It's okay to say, yo, you know, I had a good game today. It was good, and I was on my point. It's okay. You know, the man got Supreme tattooed on him. Well, you okay?
I mean, I kind of feel like
I don't care how young you are either.
I think Lonzo was always the only one that was like prepared for any of that though, because the other ones just did so much foolishness.
They did so much foolishness, but at this moment, to me, it doesn't add anything to you besides social media presence and a bunch of young people look at you and go like, man, he's cool. You're not really cool to me. Like, maybe I'm just old man OG. I'm probably talking crazy. I don't know. I'm probably screaming at the moon.
Well, yeah, I mean, the eras, even, I couldn't picture myself in this era as a kid because when I was in high school, I had a pager. Like, the level of access that kids have these days. And, like, that's part of the reason why some of the wars are in the cities that you see are bad, because cats are literally dissing each other on this. And then they get shot. Like, this don't mean nothing. This is
cell
goofy.
phone may be worse than religion. No? That's no joke. No?
So, I don't know, like, I'm not going to fault all the little kids that like LaMelo because, fam, what's in the world? You let that bringer on? Oh, that's a laptop?
Kids' friends. They just FaceTime all day.
So I'm not gonna judge a bunch of little kids liking LaMelo.
I'm not.
I think LaMelo is just a fool. Like,
no.
Why are you?
I'm not judging the kids. That's the thing. I'm not judging the kids who like him. That's all they know.
One of LaMelo's things he's known for is pulling out of their stadium parking lot like a bat out of hell in your car. What? Like
what? And
first of all, it's dangerous. You're gonna run somebody over. What happens if you hit an old man? Like, what? I just don't. How is that kind of stuff being looked at as cool is what bothers me. You being a criminal or doing stupid shit or whatever is not cool. Like, and I don't understand when that became accepted. And maybe it is this social media, whatever. If you like, I understand growing up in a neighborhood and you feel like the need to protect your neighborhood because that's how we grew up in Los Angeles. I understand that mentality, but taking it to social media and then everything these days is like, oh, drop your location. Where you at? You too scared to go on live and blah, blah, blah.
And all that. No.
Like, what are you people talking about? And then LaMelo just like.
And this ain't even about LaMelo. I just used him as an example.
Yeah.
Because
them cats, like, I'm sure you remember seeing that video when they filmed him on the roof of that building or whatever doing donuts in that little car. Like,
but honestly,
go to the actual racetrack, buddy.
Yeah,
hold on. You got money.
But hold on. You know what's funny? When I saw that, I liked that. You know why? Because he's just a rich kid and he ain't out doing something stupid. And
I'm glad he wasn't doing it in a full-size car on the streets. Yes, but he could have gone.
Roof. Then I would have been like, all right, bro.
But I mean, he could have just went to like the racetrack.
Yes. So, but I look at that as innocent kid nonsense or innocent rich kid nonsense.
Well, yeah, you can't injure anyone else doing that, but still, like, that's immaturity.
Like, when Jordan drove up in a Ferrari, I know we sound old. If Jordan drove up in a Ferrari, it was just black. It was like, holy shit, that's a Ferrari. Yeah. You look at Melo in a Ferrari, that joint got camouflage Bape print on it. And it's like, buddy, the Ferrari is the fire thing. What'd you do on it? Why is it metallic gold? Yeah. Like, it's already a Ferrari. Like, what? We see it. Like, that's a Lamborghini. You don't see one every day. You don't got to put... And like I said, I'm just old man talking crazy. Look, Halliburton is a fine player. He's a star-ish to me. He has high star potential, but he's not the face of your brand. LaMelo is, for various different reasons.
I mean, I don't think he doesn't have like Ja type star potential. Not saying he can't be a better basketball player than Ja. He doesn't have potential because he doesn't jump through the ceiling.
I'm not buying. I don't see many people like, bro, I got to get the Halleys. Yeah. I don't see that. The LaMelos, yes. I see those everywhere when I go watch basketball.
I mean, even LaMelo these days is like.
He been balling, though.
Yeah, cool. Shoot a three off 1 foot, whatever. Do a crazy layup. But he ain't out there dunking on people. And I mean.
You know that's not cool no more.
I mean.
Dunking on people was only cool if you do something that was just like borderline.
Maybe shooting like 40-footers is. Threes is cooler now, but like,
that's the coolest thing now. Like, only type of dunks that like you just drop your jaw out of is like Anthony Edwards doing something where you go like God dang, like he could have actually got hurt. Like, like that's when that you'd be like, oh, that's crazy. Anyways, let's do NFL picks and go home. I had NBA on here, but who cares? It's late. He was asking me what I want from Costco. I don't know. Like the same thing we bought from Costco last time. What do you want from me?
First time in a long time there's no London game or Europe game or whatever.
The Jaguars need to move to London. If you're going to play 2 weeks in a row in London, just be the UK, Manchester, Hackney Lions or Jaguars, whatever. I hate the Jaguars. and Jaguars weren't on my list of teams I hate because I don't like Trevor Lawrence because he's not that good. All right? I don't care what anybody says. I can't stand the Jaguars. They're on my list of the things of teams that I'm over with.
I guess I didn't realize they got killed by the Bears in that game. I didn't realize that was the Jags.
Yeah, and that's another one. Like, hey, I get it. Caleb did his thing, 4 touchdown passes. Get it, love it. But you still play the Jags.
He did it the week after that too. I'm pretty sure.
The Panthers. Let's relax.
That's fine. Still did it. He did.
2 of the worst teams in the football. Let's chill.
HIM did his thug thizzle.
I didn't say he's not, and I'm not saying he's not going to be him. But he better be glad Jaden Daniels got hurt because now we could go like, oh, well, see Caleb. And they played each other this week. But Jaden probably not going to play.
Jaden is him too.
All right.
I've been telling you.
All right. Fact. Oh, hold on. You didn't say that from day one, so don't do that.
I didn't say it when he was at ASU because he didn't look at
it at LSU either, so don't do that.
I did it at LSU.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
I didn't say it at ASU because I remember watching him in high school. He's from San Bernardino. So, I mean, I remember my sister and my brother-in-law coming into like Florencia, the restaurant that Hannah used to work at when he was in high school, talking about, I think he went to Colton. Colton's playing, blah, blah, blah. Because my sister works for the district office in San Bernardino. So that high school is one of her high schools. They're playing for the state championship or something, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Colton or whatever school he went to is like not known as a historical power. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, the quarterback is nasty. Okay. Watched the game. One of the greatest high school players I've ever seen in my entire life. Went to ASU, dog shit. That's why I said that. Then LSU won Heisman. What bad am I going to say?
Yeah, but this is the funny part about that.
HIM.
But see,
most people pick one or the other. Like they think it's like him versus Caleb. Just because they got drafted, one got drafted first and one didn't get drafted first. They're not against each other. I like one because he's from LA. I call San Bernardino LA, close enough. One is from LA, and one went to USC. So they both from LA to me.
That's fine. But all Jaden Daniels did was just make me go like, what am I talking about? I need to start looking at programs more, not players more. Because at ASU, it was like, huh? And I'm sitting there looking at him like, buddy, you suck. But no, it's ASU. It's just ASU program. That's all it
Not
is.
now, though. Homeboy coach is good.
He's good. He's good, and we have potential to
Got
do
him
something.
from Oregon, yep.
But we this conference stuff is driving me nuts. ASU playing like 5 Texas teams in a row at one point.
It is what it
Fam,
is.
Get this out of here.
It sucks, but it is what it is.
Still don't do that. Don't do that because that's what they want you to do. They want you to go, you know what it is, and keep on moving. I'm not trying to watch USC and Penn State play. Like I'm not.
USC Penn State is fire. USC Minnesota and all that other stuff.
Cool.
That's what we don't care about.
USC
right. Penn State is fire.
I don't mind that.
That's a uniform game.
I don't mind that, but here's the
it is.
That's fine. Okay, fine. But here's the thing. I'm not trying to hear like, yo, USC Penn State ain't played since 1940. I ain't trying to hear nonsense like that. That's insane to me. Oregon and Ohio State, was it Oregon and who was that played?
Nah, they put Ohio State twice recently. They had a home.
Yeah, but that was in like
whatever.
Wasn't that in like playoffs or something?
No.
Okay.
They had a home and home 5 years ago, whatever.
Maybe it wasn't Oregon, Ohio State. Oregon and somebody else. They were like, bro, these two teams haven't played since 1957. I'm like, first of all, why? Like, why not?
Well, they would only play them in Rose Bowl, I guess, or
yes, but it's like, first of all, why? Like, even just for fun, like, why?
Because all them teams are scared to schedule out of comp. Fam, I think I went back and looked at the schedule because Georgia fan was talking crazy about the USC stuff. Georgia has played like
maybe it was Georgia, Oregon,
5 true road games in the last 20 years outside of conference. How do you play 5 true road games? Like, you should be playing at least one road game per at least if you play 3 non-conference games, and I think in the SEC they play 4 because they only schedule 8 conference games, so they're the one conference that like always did that to avoid losses. If you play one of those games on the road against a true like not FCS opponent or whatever in 20 years. That is crazy. 5 out of 20 years? Fam, don't talk. Your fans, don't talk to me. You guys have won 2 national championships recently. Don't talk to me about anything related to football. Y'all don't schedule nobody. You schedule Northwestern State and Florida International.
They're not the only team like that, though.
All the SEC.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
USC is the only program in college football history to never schedule an FCS school. Never once. The only team.
College football is still football, which is what draws me to it. But at the same time, it's the construction of it and the direction that it's headed is super whack.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pro league type
It's
thing.
super duper whack.
It's not that it's whack. It's just we got nostalgia about Pac-10. I don't even like the Pac-12. Pac-10.
Fam, look, going from one school to another, that's cool. But going to one school to another, to another, to another, to another is crazy to me.
What do you mean?
Transfer portal.
Oh, player stuff. Yeah, that's different. I thought you were talking about conference realignment.
I hate it. Anyways, let's do the NFL picks and go home. I got a dookie and got to drive back home. The sun.
Ravens at Browns, first game of the week.
Let me tell you something. If the Browns beat the Ravens,
that's the type of game the Ravens lose. Lost to the Raiders when we were in. Where were we?
But that's
Atlanta.
when you go, how? Like what was going on?
You were watching it, I think.
Yeah.
Minshew was dialing it up a little bit. So the only thing he's been dialing since then is 911.
I got Ravens, but I really hope the Browns win.
I mean, I don't care about the Browns winning. I'm just going to pick Ravens because it would be irresponsible to pick the Browns. Like, Lamar.
It'd be irresponsible.
Lamar is at the height of his career right now.
I know who you want to pick. You want to pick the Browns. You want to.
No, people want it because Jameis storylines. Now, hopefully they'll let him start and not other man. But all that stuff, them cats talking. Listen, I'm sure Rape Man is they buddied. I'm sure they super close with him. I can understand you having your man's back. Don't come out here talking about he's never done anything and he should get the key to the city. Like, let's keep it a buck, okay? Just all you got to do in an interview is say, like, yo, y'all cheering because he got injured is wrong. He made a mistake. Yeah, he made a mistake. He's making up for it. That's it. You don't got to go out there and say a bunch of fake stuff that people know is fake. Talking about he got needs to the key to the city. He's never done anything wrong. Myles Garrett and Jameis, shut up.
Like you said, all you got to do is say, hey, yo, we don't like the fans doing stuff like that. We go out here and put our bodies on the line. He's been working hard to try to,
change his image or whatever. Yeah, that's all you got to say.
Don't get on there with that whole thing.
OG speak.
I couldn't even watch Winston talk without laughing.
Yeah, he's the most funniest, unintentionally funny person on the planet. That's
He's
not even
an
close.
actual Saturday Night Live skit. It looked like somebody playing Jameis Winston trying to make fun of Jameis Winston. I couldn't stop looking at his braids. I couldn't stop looking at his fade. I'm just like, in the glasses, and he's just like, that man is
his mouth was moving crazy.
On the if there was no audio, I could tell you every single thing he said. That's how crazy his mouth was moving. He was like, he has done everything that he's imagined. And to see players out there booing him, I'm like, buddy, are you on something?
It was an actual movie. It was a skit. It would look like Kevin Costner playing him.
Like, are you okay? He was like, that is not something that I would imagine, and I would never kick a man while he is down. I'm going to be by his side. I'm like, buddy, you may want to distance yourself. Honestly, if I was him, cool. But in my mind, I'm thinking, this is my shot. This is my shot. 4 touchdowns this week.
It's not like he's been any good. So, not Jameis.
Okay.
Man. Man.
Anyways.
Colts at Texans.
Yeah. But now it's a rivalry game, and Colts and them have a history.
What's the name? Man ain't got it, though. CJ is for real. Other man ain't got it.
And we talked about this before. I think you had said
I might be stuck with some cards of his, unfortunately.
I think you're the one that said it, but it's like, man, you'd be like, God, he sucks. But he do something spectacular, you'd be like,
yeah, it's crazy. It makes no sense.
Yeah, he sucks. But he do something else, you'd be like,
but it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It'd be a gigantic step forward, but then it'd be 2 steps back instantly.
You'd be like, God, did he throw that ball 74 yards for a touchdown? And then you look at his numbers, you'd be like, 9 for 17 for 133.
You might mean 9 for 21.
Gosh, he is not a good quarterback.
Whack. And people, there's a cat who's like, He's a young
We're
dude.
talking about Anthony Richardson, by the way.
Yeah, there's a young dude who's like a blogger for the Raiders. He like, I don't know how to describe him, but I don't want to say like a hood cat, but you know what I mean, like a young cat came up like us or whatever,
Yeah,
like went to
cat.
college, but like probably from the street. So, a smart person, but has street smarts or whatever. This cat was doing the most like, the Raiders need to draft Anthony. He was doing the most like pumping Anthony Richardson that draft year that I've ever seen, and I'm just like, buddy, have you taken 1 second to watch? Are you just watching like the highlight clips where he does that 75-yard pass? Are you watching the whole game? Are you looking at his numbers? He's never had, even in high school, they showed his numbers, a year where he's had 60% completion percentage. Never. And you want the Raiders to draft him into the NFL?
I didn't think he was that good in college.
He wasn't. He was ass.
He had a good
He just
combine.
had them highlight plays.
He had the combine and some highlight plays, but I was just like, he played for Florida, right?
If you can't, you can't complete 60% of your passes in college, how are you going to do it in the NFL?
I used to watch the Gators and be like, yo, the Gators suck.
People
but I feel like I'm
keep
watching because of him.
I think people keep looking at Josh, not McDaniels, what's his name? Buffalo Bills? I don't want to say Buffalo
Josh
Bills.
Allen?
People like watch Josh Allen and they think everybody can do what he did. That's like a 1 in a million shot where you're like super, super bad for 2 or 3 years and you weren't that good in college and then somehow the light bulb turns on. That's not normal.
You know what's crazy is the amount of criticism that Josh Allen still gets. Like, I see people talk bad about Josh Allen.
They're going to be good now, though, because of Murray. That trade, fam.
Yeah, but he's not bad. He's not bad. Like
No, I know.
Yeah,
but the first couple weeks, you could watch Buffalo and be like, he has nowhere to throw the ball.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But I don't look at him like that. Like, I'm looking at him like, I've seen criticism of him on Twitter all the time.
He
and
still
I go,
was
like,
making plays even though.
I go, he has 0 interceptions this season. To me, he's at MVP, and then I got Goff.
Oh, yeah, we got to do matter of fact, that's a good topic. Do the MVP list. Because I got Goff 1, Lamar 2, Darnold 3. Now, if you want to put Josh Allen tied with somebody in there, I'm cool with it. That's my top 5.
Well,
top 3, whatever.
Yeah, I have Goff at 1. Now, I just hate the Buffalo Bills. Ain't got nothing to do with what Allen ain't doing. I got Goff at 1.
Got to have Lamar somewhere there.
Yes. But I'm at 3.
His numbers are spectacular.
You're right. But it's like, I think I can't give him another MVP until he gets to the Super Bowl. I can't. At least get there. I'm not saying win it. At least get there.
The reason why Goff is number 1 for me, I think he's had multiple. He had one game, he broke the NFL record for completion percentage, 100%. Then he had another game where he only had it was like 1 incompletion or 2 incompletions.
4 or something. Like, it was low.
That's insane.
Like, Goff to me is by far number 1. Allen, to me, no interceptions.
That's fine.
Not a hard thing for quarterbacks. Darnold, because I get it, but I feel like the Vikings are about to start being the Vikings we thought they were. Even though that was a bad call against the Rams, that face mask in the back of the end zone for the safety.
But he wasn't. I didn't watch any of the game, but he wasn't bad, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. I was gonna say he wasn't bad.
He balled, but the Vikings win losses really make a determination on whether or not you view him as balling.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, he could be balling.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 240. Yeah, you average almost 10 yards a pass.
It sucks for him. But you can look at Darnold and he could ball out and they lose and you go, he sucks. That sucks for him.
It looks like they're running the ball too much to me. Jones had 19 carries for 58 yards. Like, buddy, if it ain't working.
Like, Kirk Cousins has always been that quarterback. You go Kirk Cousins numbers, you go, God dang, 450 yards, 34 for 41, and they lost. And you'd be like, Kirk Cousins sucks. Get him out of town. He'd be like, buddy, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, 355 yards, 34 for 46. Like, he's pretty darn good. And they'd be like, Kirk Cousins sucks. Darnold's the same way. As soon as the Vikings go on a skid, every single game Darnold could be balling, it would be like he sucks because the Vikings are losing. That's exactly what's going to happen.
All right.
If Anthony Richardson is so bad, but if the Colts are undefeated, we'd be like, oh, he's a height. That's how cats would react.
Yeah.
They do that. And maybe not us, but they do that. And I'd be like, oh, he ain't really playing that good.
Overreaction based on record, definitely, but I just don't see a scenario where he would ever be.
I don't either.
I don't think he can complete 70% of his passes. So, like, it'd be impossible.
Even when the Eagles are flying high and really good.
The Colts got a good receiving core. There'll be cats wide open everywhere.
Their receivers are top tier. They may have the best group in football potentially.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far, but
they're definitely top 5.
It's good. I'm not going to go that far.
Okay. I got them. I think Atlanta has a good
Pittman, Downs, and the rookie they picked from Texas. I don't remember what his name is, but they're good.
Shoot, I forgot what I was about to say. Whatever team.
Cats wide open all the time.
Anyways. Sorry, what's the next game?
Next game, Packers at Jaguars.
I guarantee.
You just automatically laugh anytime Jaguars do anything.
I guarantee Jordan Love 4 touchdowns, though.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this is the game the Jaguars actually will win.
No. They only win to ruin somebody else's playoff chances.
They made the playoffs last year?
No, they didn't.
Jags, yeah, they did.
Oh, you're right.
They went like 11-5 or 11-6 or something.
The win was they played the Colts. The winner of that got into the playoffs, and they beat the Colts.
Oh, all right. I was like, I know they made the playoffs.
I think that's what it was.
I'm going to go Jaguars because it's a game they shouldn't win.
Okay, well, that's fine.
They got no
I'm
business.
not going to say you're wrong because
And you know I like Jordan Love. So I like both quarterbacks. I don't want to pick against Love, but I love
Jordan Love.
I don't think he's been great this year though.
Who?
Jordan Love.
You smoking?
Like he's had games where he throws like 4 touchdowns, but then he has like 3 interceptions too. It's weird.
Cool. But
I'd rather have 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Like throw a less touchdown, but no interceptions. You know what I mean? Like,
see, that's what I'm talking about in football. Like when he throws the ball about 40 times a game. Like, so the 3 interceptions, I get it. And also, that game you're talking about was his first game back at home. He
threw some against the Texans.
Yeah, he had 2. He had 2.
Yeah,
he had like 4 and 2.
That's what I'm saying. Not Brad to be 3-0 is better.
Now hold on. And also, I love Jordan Love. You didn't. All right, you talked bad about.
Well, because he was literally Josh Allen his first couple years. He was bad. Now he wasn't playing as much as Josh Allen.
No, he wasn't. I told you. I said the games that he played. No. That game against the Eagles, he came in. He was balling, and you were like, "1 game, get him out of here." I said, "No."
That's a fair statement. Saying someone's 1 game, that's a fair statement.
Yeah,
based on how he had played in the preseason.
You based his entire his future off the 1 game.
But I also remember watching him in college and the preseason. He was one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen.
He played for freaking
Utah State.
Not Utah. Yeah, Utah State. Yeah, it was Utah.
Utah State. He sucked.
Fine. Okay, most of the best quarterbacks have been in the NFL really good quarterbacks play for like somewhere like that. He didn't. I mean,
listen. If you say
Utah State quarterback of all
time.
If you
say it's like Trey Lance. If you say we're drafting a quarterback from Utah, listen. If you say we're picking a quarterback from Utah State, unless he was Tiger Woods of quarterbacks, I'm not buying into it in the NFL. You got to play Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama. You got to play them teams like Joe Burrow. We knew Joe Burrow was going to be good in the NFL.
Come on, Joe Burrow played for LSU.
I'm just saying, we knew he was going to be good. That man threw for 5,000 yards against the best schedule in the country.
100%.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you play those teams, it's easier for me to see, like, buddy, okay, you played them teams, yes.
Yes, but...
So if Jordan Love, Trey Lance, whoever is not doing 5,000 yards at them little schools, I'm not believing it.
You can do that, but at the exact same time, you can look on the other side and look at Alabama and all their quarterbacks and how much balling they do against a lot of the exact same teams.
A lot of the quarterback...
And they get drafted as quarterbacks, and they never pan out at Alabama quarterbacks.
I mean, what's his name, man? Went to Oklahoma, but yes,
Jalen Hurts is like he's good. This right now.
But a lot of their quarterbacks,
Tua's like this.
Hey, you did it, not me. I totally forgot about Tua, that he was even there. I was going with...
he made them bench Hurts.
I was going with Mac Jones, because that was bad. But Mac Jones never did anything his entire career until 1 season where they had the best defense ever. So I don't know why the Patriots drafted him.
Not his first year at the Patriots, he was really good. The rookie year, he did pretty good. He did pretty good for a rookie. He did more than we expected.
I guess, okay, sure.
Fine, more than we expected.
That's fine. Next game, Titans at Lions. Lions by 700,000 points.
Titans at Lions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not even close.
Lions by 1,000.
The Titans may not score. And they just traded
Watkins. Bad draft pick.
Watkins to Chiefs.
Not Watkins. Hopkins.
And Hopkins is, he ain't the same Hopkins, but still, like, who you
sucks. It was funny. He was like, I was like waiting for a team to come get me. Like, buddy, you chose to sign with the Titans. You could have signed with whoever. You didn't need to, like, take a lot of money. You could have went somewhere for 1 year, prove it deal or whatever, and then got a gigantic contract or something.
Levis being benched for Mason Rudolph is crazy. And Rudolph actually played pretty decent in that game. They still got whooped, but he played okay. Look.
Teams giving up on quarterbacks after 1 year is insane to me. Like Bryce Young, maybe he ain't got it.
I don't think they gave up on him. He's starting this week.
I think they did.
So he's starting this week.
Yeah, because Dalton finally looked like Andy Dalton again.
No, Dalton got in a car accident. That's why he's starting.
But he also looked like Andy Dalton the last 3 weeks. Against the Raiders, he looked like Joe Montana, and then he looked like Andy Dalton the rest of the time.
I would expect Jane Daniels going out because Mariota came in and looked like he was back at Oregon. He looked like Heisman.
Yeah, but weren't they playing somebody whack though?
They were playing the Panthers. They were playing Dolphins.
Oh yeah, it's whack. So I don't even count that.
Well, you sure they counted for Caleb?
No, because we've seen Caleb do it 3 weeks in a row now. That's why I said that.
Okay. Well,
Jags aren't great, but yes, he's been ascending. That's my whole point. So.
And it didn't start with Carolina. His ascension started with somebody else at home.
Yeah, they've won 3 games in a row or something where he had the ball every game. Even the games he didn't play well, there were signs of it.
That North, boy, that's hard.
Yeah, Rams. They beat Rams. He was balling in that game.
That North up top.
The game that was bad for them. I mean, we watched the Texans game. That was when we were in Atlanta.
That was a bad game for both of them.
He was bad. He got sacked a million times. But the next week one was the worst one when they lost to Colts. Man, he can't lose to the Colts.
Yeah.
But no, they beat the Rams. And obviously the Rams now have proven they're pretty good. I mean, their record was misleading. But they obviously were missing Puka shells and cup shells. They got both of them back now. So
Puka needs to chill out a bit, though. He got way too much knee problems.
But Bears have beaten the Rams, Panthers, and Jaguars 3 weeks in a row. They scored 24 points, 36-35. Caleb, and then they got a bye week. I think he's going to be ready for Commanders, Commandants.
I wish Jaden was playing, though.
He might. It's not over yet.
He's not.
Oh, it's not over yet. Oh, that nipple ring story is hilarious, by the way. You heard that?
What?
They said the reason he really got injured was because his nipple ring got ripped out.
Is that like satire or true?
That's what I seen on Twitter, though. It was not a satire account that said it, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Like, I'm not going to research Jane Daniels with no shirt on.
They were like,
he bet not got no nipple ring.
That was like the real reason they didn't want to admit it was because his nipple ring got ripped out on that run.
That better be a joke. Because I will view differently, though. Sorry.
I'm just saying. Now, I don't have a problem you get a nipple ring. But if you get injured out because of your nipple ring,
no.
Then
I got a problem with nipple ring. Though.
And somebody in the comments was like, have you ever had your nipple ripped out before?
There is only one athlete and one athlete only that I will be okay with a nipple ring, and that's whatever.
Beckham?
No, thank you.
I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out who you saying.
That's the only person. I don't want to
Odell would fit perfectly in that list.
Fam, I don't care how much of a rock star you think you are, how many tattoos you think you cool are. No. Nose rings and all that, knock yourself out. Earrings, knock yourself out. Chains, nose, cheek rings, you even put them in your neck, I don't care. You run around nipple rings like that, no thank you. You're a weird person to me. Unless you're a woman.
Jalen cornerback, what's his name?
Ramsey? You know he a little funny anyway. You know what I mean.
Jalen Ramsey?
Fam, I would hate it every year to see that interview come back up of him acting like that.
I just seen it the other day.
Fam, I'm not even going to do it. I'm about to reenact it.
Yes or no?
What?
On nipple rings. Him?
No.
No?
No thank you.
I was about to say Aaron Brooks. Not Aaron Brooks. Jason Campbell.
I expect him to have one. That's in his private life. You want to talk about somebody? That's a Raiders quarterback too, and the Commander.
Why you think I said Aaron Brooks? Because I'm thinking of Raider quarterbacks that were there for like one season.
Brooks, huh? When I think of Aaron Brooks, I only think of the same.
I'm thinking like zesty players in the NFL.
Zesty players.
I mean, the list I named is pretty zesty. Odell, Jalen Man.
Odell probably has them.
Odell, Jalen Man, and what's the name? And Jason Campbell.
Odell.
Jason Campbell just wasn't flashy though. That's the only thing. But the other two.
Gosh,
what about LaMelo?
I'm not even gonna give him that. There's no way he got it. No way. Anyways, let's get to these. What do we say? Titans, Lions, Falcons, Buccaneers. The Falcons are favored. Is what you call it out? Oh, I guess because the Bucs are all receivers are all out. Well, Godwin's cooked. Evans cooked.
Well, what's Evans? Is hamstring?
Hamstring. He's cooked.
Oh, it says he's out. Yikes. I guess my fantasy team is going to be back.
Evans may be out for a really long time. Though.
Why?
Because he was already really hurt with the hamstring.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was out there limping on the field. It's like, buddy, you can't play with a hamstring like that.
You sure about that?
Facts. When he got hurt, I was like, oh, yeah, he's done. The way he hit that ground and grabbed it, and I thought he was just embarrassed because he dropped the pass.
Yeah, he dropped a touchdown.
But I think he could. I think he got like 6 weeks. He out, man.
Top 10 dweebs and sneakers, by the way, is Ben Baller 1 through 10. To be very clear.
I didn't even bother putting that on the list. I was like, whatever, man. Like, I don't even care.
Jets at Patriots.
Well, the Jets have to win. Like, they lose to the Patriots.
Drake may have been balling too. He's been throwing too many picks, but he been like throwing
really
it down the
has been
field,
playing
balling
really
though.
good.
Yeah.
He's been playing really good. And that's what I'm sick and tired of with the Patriots. They're not focusing on how good he's been playing. They've been focusing on them as a team. I'm like, hold on, did y'all think y'all was going to make the playoffs? Like, why are y'all talking about this team? Now, look, I like Mayo as a coach. I like that's a good idea. I think maybe. But seeing his press conference and interviews, I go, you're talking way too much about this team like you had a different expectation. You should be as a coach.
I think the only reason coaches say that is because they know about 45 of the 53 players in the locker room are only there to win. And maybe you got 8 young guys.
And that's fine. But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, cool, we're on the path. That's all I should care about right now in my first year.
That's fine. You
My
just
first
can't.
year with
If
the
you
rookie
say
quarterback,
whatever, your vets who are not signing up for a rebuild are going to be upset and they ain't going to play hard no more.
if I could get this team cool to like maybe 2 games under 500 in the season, or at 500 we could end the season, maybe something like that. That to me is a high expectation. I did my job because maybe we could pull somebody to come in and play with the young rookie, get some good draft picks and come in. Talking about the Patriots like you're disappointed is insane to me.
We didn't pick on Falcons Bucks, or did you?
Oh, I didn't pick. I got Falcons.
All right.
Falcons are really good, and they probably should be better than they really are, to be honest.
I'm going to go Buccaneers, and I don't even know why.
Because they're at home.
No, Baker's been good. I just don't know if Baker's been good because of the receivers.
And I'm sorry,
or if he's been good.
I'm sorry, Baker. I have in my MVP too, at least 5.
Not anymore. They suck now.
No, nah.
Even though after I say I'm going to pick them, they suck.
Although, man, that last game he played, he was throwing interceptions like.
Well, because the receivers went out.
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
So we're going to see. That's without a week of practice. We're going to see what it looks like with a week of practice, the young guys. Maybe they move one of the running backs to wide receiver because they got a lot of running backs.
Irvin, he's really good. Number 7,
Bucky Irving, you mean? Yeah.
Yep.
And then they got the other guy, and then the one who was the starter at the beginning of the year.
They need to go back and get
He went to ASU actually.
Yeah.
Put him at wide receiver.
Whatever his name is.
I'm picking Patriots. Rico, don't lose, but I'm picking Patriots.
If the Jets lose to the Patriots, it's gonna be in.
Oh wait, is this the first week with a new coach or no?
Second.
Okay, Patriots.
I'm sorry, 3rd.
Okay,
Second.
Patriots.
Second.
Patriots. They ain't getting a coach bounce.
The Jets had got a new coach, interim coach. They got rid of Hackett at offensive coordinator, and they got maybe the 5th greatest wide receiver in NFL history on their team now.
They need to get rid of their quarterback.
And the quarterback is heralded by many as a top 5 all time. You know how I feel about him.
Need to get rid of him.
You got 4 out of 5 key elements you need to win football games. And according to numbers and a bunch of crazy stuff, Sauce Gardner is better than he is. Sauce Gardner is I don't know about that.
They got a top 3 defense probably in the NFL. Legendary quarterback and 2 good receivers. They got no business losing football games.
Don't get it. You got Garrett Wilson. You got the Bryce Young.
Oh yeah.
You got the new rookie
Bryce
Allen.
Hamilton.
He's good.
What's his
you
name?
got Devontae Adams. You got Aaron Rodgers. You got Roddick coming back this week after signing. You got big
Who
dude
is
that
that?
be saying funny stuff. Hassan Reddick.
Oh, Reddick, yeah.
instead of Roddick. Like what's up? What's up?
Saying what's up is funny.
Like, you may need to go get Rex Ryan. You may need to.
Rico is like, stop saying that.
They may need to. They need somebody to come in there and slap them around. They don't. All this nice coach stuff today. Some players and some teams need somebody to come in there and tell them and slap them around. They really do. I guarantee they're looking at Bill Belichick. I guarantee it.
Well, they probably should have hired him. Cardinals at Dolphins. I'm picking Cardinals. I don't believe Tua will probably just get hurt again.
Fam, what was the number you said? Tyreek, 1 catch, 10 yards that game?
Insane.
That should be impossible.
Yeah.
Like, even a bad quarterback should be able to figure out how to get him the ball.
Tim Boyle had more interceptions than touchdowns in college. I don't understand how he could still have an NFL job. He's been in the NFL like 7 years. How?
The problem is that there are some teams that don't focus on the backup, and to me, the backup and the third-string quarterback have been one of the most important positions in the last 2-3 years. We've seen more backups.
Ryan Tannehill is unsigned.
We've seen more backups having to start multiple weeks than we have in the last 20 years, 15 years. So we know more backups and third-string quarterbacks names than we have in the last 10 years. That's no joke. No? So it's like when I know Lamar's going to go out, I knew Huntley was coming in. The backup they got now, maybe good eventually, but I don't know. Like, there's no reason why the Dolphins shouldn't have already thought to themselves, Tua hits his head a lot. Who do we need? Tannehill played with the Dolphins before. Why wouldn't you? Bring him back. He got drafted there. Bring him back. He knows this. Come on, man. You got the freaking Raiders bringing back in Ritter. Come on, now I'm rooting for him.
I'd rather him start than Minshew.
I'm rooting for him, but come on. Yes, you got a black version of Minshew coming in. What does it make a difference? And he's black barely.
He completed 64% of his passes last year. And I'd rather have him than Minshew up.
Yeah, because he threw them all.
I know what Minshew can do. We don't know what Ritter can do yet. He only played quarterback one season, and then they threw him out in the trash can.
Yeah, but he got cut by the Cardinals. Like, come on. You can't be the backup third string for Cardinals.
Yeah, but I just said Tim Boyle still has a job. Like, there's NFL teams get quarterbacks issues wrong all the time.
Oh, his cousin is the nephew of
Look at Darnold. I mean, buddy. Eagles at Bengals. I got Bengals.
I got Bengals. The score is going to be low, like 19-13, 19-16.
Saints at Chargers.
God, I hate the Chargers.
You hate both of these teams.
I really do, but I'm going to pick Saints because I think Derek Carr is playing this week, maybe.
I don't know. The line looks like he's not.
Oh, so then the Rattlesnake Man is playing? Bruh.
Rattler, Phoenix Man. I'm going to go Chargers.
They have to win.
If Carr was playing, I think the Saints technically a better team, but
the Chargers have to win too, no matter what. They have to. That just like you said, how do Charger fans not kill themselves?
The Saints have lost 5 games in a row. Yeah,
like I couldn't imagine owning a current Chargers jersey. Like you spend about $140. Like who's the name on the back?
Harbaugh. That's the only one.
Yeah,
I mean Herbert's probably not going nowhere. He's really good. It just it's weird. No, if you watch him actually sit back there and play,
you're right.
If you like, you got to actually watch Herbert play.
I did.
And like. They don't have no receivers, and so he's still throwing for 350 yards and making it work somehow. Now, I will say this. How they always end up charging where it's a field goal at the end, either way to win or lose, makes no sense to me. But he's actually really good.
No, he is. It's just that like when you look at the line, and he's one of those quarterbacks as well, you go, God dang, 350 yards, you lost, but you had 350 yards and no touchdowns? That's crazy. 350.
Yeah, but no interceptions either, though.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh, Rosie's calling. Let's do it. She must.
Bills at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I got Bills.
Metcalf's out, but I got Seahawks.
Chiefs at Raiders. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't even. Nope. Don't do it.
Now, don't act like the Raiders don't put their heart and soul.
That's
on the field
what.
when they play
Don't.
the Chiefs,
I just told you. Don't say it.
I'm gonna go.
I
Chiefs.
just told you. Thank you.
Go Chiefs.
Thank you, Chiefs.
Right. I'm gonna go
Chiefs by 1 million. Bears at Commandants.
Now you know it's not gonna be by 1 million though, because the Chiefs can't seem to score points.
Well,
like
somehow Mahomes lost his
Mahomes
air up there stuff. What's the movie? Space Jam stuff.
He lost his.
It got taken by the Monstar,
but I heard people say like MVP still.
Nah,
I've heard
like Vegas. Well, yeah, because Vegas still has him up there in the thing, and that's just based on winning because his numbers are horrendous.
Exactly.
But I don't think the AP voters would. If you have
no, they're not.
If you have 20 touchdowns and 22 interceptions, and your team goes undefeated, I don't think the AP voters. I think they're smarter than that.
No,
they're like
they
not dumb enough to be like, oh yeah, he's the no.
They are. Lamar should get it though.
Bears, Commandants.
Bears.
If Jaden plays, I got Commandants.
Yes.
If Caleb, if Jaden doesn't play, I got Bears.
Yes.
Panthers at Broncos.
Hell game.
I'm gonna go Broncos just because the line is so high. 11 points. Good grief.
But I'm really hoping Bryce goes out there 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, run for like 80 yards.
That would be nice.
He may be one of the slowest unathletic black quarterbacks of all time too. He runs like Byron Leftwich. And he's just like literally the size of Byron Leftwich's leg. Like that is one of the worst picks I've ever seen in NFL history. Though. It's not even a joke. No.
There's been a lot of them recently. Levis, him, Colts man.
And come on, what did they see at Kentucky with? I don't get it.
Mac
with the
Jones.
Levis. I don't get it.
They said the Raiders should pick him. I'm glad that didn't happen.
God,
Your team at Niners Sunday Night Football.
That being on Sunday night is funny. You would think yes, but
should have flexed it out,
buddy. It's good. The score is going to be. I give us 11, and I give Niners 9. Like
Cowboys win by 2.
Yeah, and I give Dak 2 interceptions. I give 2 bad attitude moments from CD. I give McCarthy looking lost. I don't get it. The team sucks, and I was really banking on like, yo,
Is Dallas because there were a lot of injuries. They had to buy last week,
Everybody,
right?
yeah.
So are they getting anybody back or
maybe Micah, but I doubt it. Micah's
Okay,
been out
so a
the
couple
last
weeks
few
ago he was out. Like DBs were out, everybody's out.
Everybody
Okay,
out.
I'm gonna go Niners just because of injuries. Niners could
Yeah,
just
but we talking about 2 teams of injuries. Like it ain't like
yeah, but the Niners could just give Jordan whatever his name is the ball 100 times in the game and he run for a 3,000 on you. So
we can't stop the run for nobody.
yeah, so I'm going Niners just because of that. All right,
I
last
was looking
game
at practice; they couldn't stop Zeke from running. I was like, God, and you can't even stop your own teammate from running. Like he knows, like and both of you know the plays.
Well,
like
he sucks too.
Like what's great? Like fam, come on, he is awful.
Last game of the week, Monday Night Football, Giants at Steelers.
Steelers.
There are so many whack teams in this NFL. Oh my God. Steelers, it looked like something clicked with Russ. So yeah, Steelers.
I mean, that's okay.
They were still winning before with I was with Jaden Daniels,
no.
with Man, but it looked like something with Russ clicked more than with him. Though.
Well, it looked like yes. Okay. Well, yes. Like as the game progressed, 100% yes. And you know I'm a Russell Wilson
30
fan.
something. When was the last time the Steelers scored 30 something points?
Like, and I'm a Russell Wilson fan.
5 points over.
And you know whatnot. I'm not a Justin Fields fan at all. You know that, okay? But he can't lose a game. Russell Wilson, he can't lose one.
Meaning they'll put Fields back in, or
No, he just can't for the media and for criticism and whatnot. He can't lose at all. He can play bad games and they still win, but he can't lose.
Well, at least it recorded almost the whole show, so that's good.
Yeah. Don't know when to cut off, but
Just now.
oh,
That was it. That was the
well,
camera
usually,
turning off.
Yeah, it usually cuts off and then that happens.
Nah, it was still blinking. I've been watching it.
Oh, really?
Because it was down on one bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we good. Oh, that's a stink.
It was on the whole time.
You want to end it? You gotta say that's a stink this now since I'm not on camera.
That's the Ben Baller disc.